What's up guys? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Sandown for another V8 race. I have done a fair bit of practice for this one today and I'm still not that quick, so we'll have to see how things go. I hope everyone's had a good day and yeah, welcome to the stream. Got about 20 minutes before quali starts. Slightly different format for tonight. I'll be doing qualifying. My teammate will then be jumping in the car for the first race. There's going to be two races tonight. First race will be a quick 8-lap sprint, and the results of that race will determine the starting grid for the endurance race, which is 107 laps. Now, the 107 lap race, I will be doing the first half. About 57 laps or so, and then Anton, my teammate, will be taking it to the end. So yeah, good night of racing to come. I've just got the main broadcast up at the moment for you guys there, and it's just practice at the moment. So we're looking at my teammate at the moment, strangely enough. So he's in the car at the moment, just getting some laps in, and I'm actually in the practice server. So I am going to turn this up and let's do some laps, eh? Oh, where's my game screen? Come on. There it is. I find it annoying that it takes a while to come up like that, but that's alright. So I'll just close the broadcast in the background. So we're just waiting for my teammate to jump into Mumble to have a chat. He will have to jump out of the server before I can get into the main race server, so we'll stick in here, do some practice laps, and yeah. Once he's out of the car, we can jump in and get ready for quali. Might be a little bit loud. Hopefully the audio is okay. So after doing practice today, I was seeing that the fastest guys were doing low 1-minute 7s, and I was still in the low 1-minute 8s as my fastest lap, so not ideal, definitely not ideal, but that's right. We'll try and stay clean in the race, and hopefully Anton can give us a good starting position, and we'll go from there. I'd have to actually turn up the desktop volume here. Whoa. Multitasking. Hopefully that audio volume's okay. So yeah, I've been finding this track rather difficult. I mean, I think I say that every week, so it's probably no surprise, but to get the line spot on is quite difficult on this track. seem to find that no matter what setup changes I made, it was just very slidey as well. And it's very bumpy just coming into the braking zones, which is annoying. Ah, this is terrible. Terrible. So it seems to be fairly smooth all the way up here. It's not too bad. Not too bad. You start braking and it's really bumpy and you like start locking up, so you almost need to get your braking done before that. Or at least your heavy braking. Anyway, come on, let's start driving normally. Let's try and get a proper lap in here. Might have to adjust my seat forward a little bit as well. It's feeling a little bit cramped here. Still just missed the apex there. It's got a very strange entry to the pit lanes here as well. Do a bit of a jump as you're coming into it. It's a bit better. Couple of tenths down on my best though. It's the thing, I just can't quite get the line consistent. That doesn't help hitting that curb. It throws you right off. Anyway, I'll show you the entry to the pits here. It's quite hilarious. Up here, up this hill, get down to 80, do a jump. It's quite fun. Right, I'm just going to see where got Anton in the mumble yet, so not sure what he's done. But anyway, it's possible he's still running some laps, so I'm just going to carry on doing this. I might just didn't set up a... Sure, I saved my race setup. Damn. Let's see, what was it? Okay. It's up one on each side, and it's going to be a one stop 83 litres in just to get me to the midway point, and super softs. Now I haven't done a great deal of long running, so I don't quite know how the tyres are going to last, but all the other races are a good indication. We should be able to get through on super softs without having to use the softs, especially considering they're not overheating at all. Right, so we'll do some race setup laps and try and get a feel for it on heavy fuel.
Hey.
Hey Anton, how you going?
Good, man. Done a bucket load of laps today, probably for nothing, but whatever. Oh, man.
So just so you know, I am live.
Cool, man. Very good.
Are you still in the main server?
I am, yeah. I'm just maybe testing some FPS.
All good. I guess just let me know when you're out so I can jump in for quali.
Do we quali first and then the co-driver race is on? Is that how it is?
I believe so.
Ah, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's I have to quali and then you jump in for the co-driver race. And I think that co-driver race, doesn't that set the grid for the main race? Because they're going to have to do a manual grid.
Then what's your quali for?
For your race.
Ah, okay. Alright. There you go.
Pretty sure that's what it said in the thing.
Cool. Oh, look, don't listen to me. I've had no time to look at anything, so... The V8 round comes around so fast. It's a fortnight. I'm like, yeah, I got time. That's alright. And then before I know it, it's Saturday night, and I'm like, haven't done a lap yet, man.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, no, all good. We'll work out. I'm sure the brief will cover most of it anyway, so
yeah, for sure.
Should be good.
Sweet. So yeah, like I was just saying, we got qualifying that I'll be doing, which will set the grid for the first race, which is an 8-lap sprint race, which Anton will be doing, and then I will be starting the first stint of the endurance race of 107 laps, I believe it is. And so once Anton's done the sprint race, they'll manually set the grid for the main race. I'm pretty sure it's going to be based on those results. I'm driving like garbage at the moment. Yeah, it's been a pretty miserable day here in Putaruru, New Zealand, so it's been a nice day to get some laps in and not have to worry too much about having to go out or wanting to go outside, or didn't have a choice. So once Anton's jumped out of the server, which hopefully will be pretty soon because we've got 5 minutes until quali, I'll jump in and get ready for qualifying. Oh god. Why does this car feel so garbage all of a sudden? Not cool. Not cool. Oh well. So, anyway, I hope everyone's had a good day. Right. What I might just do quickly is... That's not what I want to do. Got it there. Six. Alright, well I'm going to jump out of this server and you guys over to the screen. You can see Anton's still in the car there. So it looks like the top 6 have all got into the 107s. And Anton's there on a 108.9 at the moment. He has been able to do a 108.4, and my best time is a 108.2, but I haven't been able to hit that again, so we'll have to see what happens in quali.
Try and work on a few things on the stream. We'll just keep an eye on the progress of some of these drivers as we're focusing on the Keys Keen car. They just drove off the track for some reason coming up the back straight towards Sandown Road. I think we're about to see him teleport back to the pits, so let's turn our attention to the Paying Crab entry.
Looks like most people are jumping into the briefing channel.
Alright, I'll jump out of the server now.
All good.
While trying to get out of the way of the court into London.
Right, so we'll jump into the server, but we're gonna have to go into the briefing anyway, so jump in there in a second. Go up, still in there.
Really a lot of movement on the leaderboard for now, but pardon me. We have a couple of drivers going off track there.
Alright, so
these guys currently on top. The Lynn O'Hara entry.
just gonna jump into the main server here once it allows me to.
Hi boys. Nah, he's already near.
Well, I don't think good, Sarah. We'll figure that one out.
Is there a live stream for tonight?
Yeah.
Reshuffle of our stream.
There's two.
We'll be joining.
Oh, is that both of them on the Sandown live stream chat?
I'll probably go live in a bit.
Wait, hang on.
I'm live now.
Spinels, are you the co-driver?
Spectre's live as well.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What the fuck?
Alright, sorry guys,
I
it's just
joined like 5 rounds.
have to be in this
late,
channel for the
so-
briefing and it gets a bit loud. I
Oh shit.
That's basically cheating.
can't deafen myself because
Not gonna say I
I need
planned
to
this,
hear the
but
briefing.
he planned it. God damn it.
So anyway, why can't I...
So that 207 was qualifying, and then about 3 days ago, I realized I'm not doing qualifying, so it's kind of irrelevant.
So we'll be
Just gonna join
Well,
the...
you're doing the 8-lap race. That's basically qualifying.
Yeah, but I won't be doing 207s.
Just gonna join the main server now,
Bear with us, ladies
race
and
server. Getting ready for quali, but we're gonna have the briefing first.
Crunch entered channel. Phillips entered channel. Mr. School entered channel. O'Hara entered channel.
Let's just turn this down. Right. So,
Hey, Spoolie,
I don't know why that
can you
takes
just
so
move
long to
the
come up.
last
It's
remaining guys?
frustrating.
Yeah.
We
Alright. Apologies,
Bye.
guys.
Who's
Apologies. You're gonna have to
So is
listen
Brock
to
actually
this
doing a
for a
solo
little bit, sorry.
drive?
well,
I'll try and find a way to turn it down, hang on.
So we're just gonna kind of.
No, Brock's not racing tonight.
Oh, he's not.
No, he's
Okay, yeah, he's not here at the moment, so we're gonna.
I need to find a way to separate the audio
Started.
so that I can have
Anyone else want to do the race briefing? or
all
do
of
you want me
this
to
in
do
the
it?
background that you guys can't hear it.
Just do a quick
Crash everyone out. Have fun.
Yeah, well, anyway, everyone knows what's happening. It's the same stuff as usual. It's going to work like Alton Park, minimum laps rather than the time. Yeah.
So yeah, the highest in points qualifies the car now. Their co-driver races the 8-lap race. The results from that race determine the start grid for the second race, 107 laps. Minimum laps was 45, is that right, Flubber?
45.
No,
35, sorry.
I don't think it's
35. Sorry.
I think it's 35.
35?
Which I think
But
is one stint.
I don't know unless we do a little sneaky here to make it everyone do a bit more.
No,
Just
35
leave it
minimum.
yeah, we'll just leave it at 35 as a minimum. That's fine. Brock's not here, so there's no arguments there. As well, I think that's it. Cool.
Yeah, is anyone racing by themselves? No, all good.
107 laps is right.
Yeah, correct.
Yep, cool.
What's the qualifying server?
It's going to be this server. So this is going to be flicked over to 20-minute quali now, after the briefing. And those results start the race for 8 laps.
8-lap race has got no pit stop.
Correct.
Yeah, so pretty much the way whoever's leading the points is going to do the qualifying for your team. The co-driver will do the 8-lap race, and the start of the race will go by whoever did the first qualifying session. But your grid position will go off the 8-lap race. So there's going to be about a 15-minute gap between the 8-lap race and the actual start of the 107 laps.
Yeah, just while we get it set up. Tom, race 1 and 2, is anyone need to start on a safety car?
No, we will be sweet.
Alright, cool. If there's any issues with the grid, we may have to do on the safety car, but we should be good for now.
And just one more thing, guys. Regarding season 4, we're gonna release the full main and Super 2 grid tomorrow. So pretty much the way it's gonna work is the main drivers or main driver teams. You can have anyone you want. Super 2, you can pick who you want to go with. And it's just going to kind of work like that. Super 2 will be working with main grid. It'll be a bit more detailed in tomorrow.
How do we know who's going up to main grid?
No, that's right. It's all going to be released
Oh,
tomorrow. If you have any questions, I'll be around after in Discord. If you have any questions about that. Anyone have questions about the race tonight?
Yeah, what's your fuel consumption?
Oh.
Right, don't answer that, brother. Don't answer.
You need half a
Better than
litre for that.
everyone's.
Can we do it in pit lane?
Sorry?
Can we do the ramp in pit lane? Can we
Oh
jump
yeah.
that?
Sorry, we'll just fix that up. No, so everyone as well, just watch out for that. Because if you do fly over that, you'll probably get done for speeding in pit. And if you do get done for speeding in...
Yeah, you hit the limiter, but the limiter's not in the air.
Flubber, do you need to manually set the 8-lap race?
No, just race 2.
Just have to practice coming through.
So
to the
whoever
pits without
qualifies the
jumping.
car, obviously they need to swap with their co-driver. So as soon as quali's finished, just do your swap.
Yep.
Hopefully the race broadcaster will stay in the race.
It's not going to matter if we swap before the qualifying's finished.
No, if you're finished, go for it.
Do you want to check if the broadcaster's live at the moment? Because I don't think he is.
I think him and Lewis are talking, and now they're offline, both of them.
Will
They
we
got-
need to
there's two
leave the
broadcasts up
server?
there.
Will we need to leave the server after race 1?
Yes.
Yeah,
There'll be a new server
It's a
brought up.
different
There's
server
a link
up.
in Discord, but we'll post it again just at everyone.
Easy done.
Cool.
Any other questions about tonight, guys?
Driver swaps happen in the pit bay?
Yep. So pull up in your pit bay,
Yeah,
and then exit the game.
One other thing, anyone behind me at turn 1, just careful, I brake early.
Alright guys, if there's no more questions, you all can start moving back to your team.
One more question. With the driver change pit stops, does it count as a pit stop officially?
So,
Yeah. So if you do the driver swap, that when he comes back in, that's pretty much you guys have done the pit swap in the car, the pit stop.
But hang on, that won't count as a pit stop for the entire race?
Yeah, so you just do your driver swap like normal, and when the new driver comes in, he picks his setup with the fuel and takes off.
Yeah, but does that count as you've done?
Are you pitting and driver swapping each time?
We're considering it.
I would probably not do that.
I'm going to go back to my channel, so I'm not listening to that. There's no way you can get a full half a race in one tank, so there's no reason to swap drivers every pit stop.
Go!
Testing out the safety car system there. Right, so just wait for Anton to come back down. But yeah, get ready to go. Volume back up here. So, oh, it's flicked over to quali. There we go. Load. Let's go. Hopefully we can get a good couple of laps in, because I've not been good straight off the bat on this track so far. Sorry, is that you, Anton?
Dave said something there, but I've just jumped channel, into our channel now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I've turned it down a little bit, so it was a bit quiet.
All right. All good. Is Polly on now?
Yeah.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you. So it sounds as though the main broadcast has been taken down, so hopefully another one gets put up shortly, so I can have something to so I can have something to show you guys. That wasn't too good. Turned in a bit late. It's alright. I hope all the audio levels are correct.
Go, 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 go!
Not a good lap so far. Let's try and get a good one in. Ah! What the hell was that? Something just fell over in the background. I'm gonna have to get out of the way here because one of the fast guys behind me, and I'd butchered my lap anyway, so no point in holding him up. So we'll go one more lap. Try and finally get a good one in. So far I've been nowhere near my best lap. Ah, turn in. That's right, we're only 3/10 down so far. Be a better lap if I can finish it. This bump's a killer, man. Half a second down on my best lap, it's not good. Even worse. 7/10, nearly 8/10 down. Jesus. Alright. 109.1. That's 109.0. Not good. Let's go refuel. Let's try again. Currently sitting 12th. I want to get in the top 10 at least. And I can definitely do it. Can definitely do a better lap time than that, so it's all good. Just gotta take it easy and try and get a smooth lap in, rather than trying to push it. felt like a good exit on that last corner, so hopefully we get a good amount of speed down this front straight. Too fast into there. Still half a second down on my best. I don't know why. Not sure where I'm losing the time. And that puts us 10th. Ah. That wasn't good. Alright. Let's see what we can get next lap. Oops. Just looking at the times there and not paying attention. Alright, I want to try and get a little bit closer to my best time. Brake bias forward. Bit wild there. Might be tight on fuel, but let's go one more. I hope this guy doesn't get in the way. Man. Making it easy for me though. There we go. Ah, get off there. Damn! It's looking really good until that last corner. Lost about 2/10. Oh well. Still got a bit of time. Let's head back to the pits. Refuel. Try again. Still in 10th. It's our time, 1086. If I get my fastest time, we'll be up in 7th. So, let's go. Oh god, that was terrible. Terrible! I think we're far enough ahead. Stay out of the way. Oh damn. 11th now. Just gotta try and find where I was quicker earlier. Again, I think it's a case of me just overdriving a little bit. Trying to extract the time rather than let it come. So, try and be a bit smoother this time. Good start. Ah! Too early on the throttle. Oh, this is a tough track. It's just all the bumps. Where are you going? Ooh, got a bit out of shape there. Alright, let's try this again. So break at the 150 mark here. Down into third for T1. Over to the left. Down to second. For T2, 3 and 4. No. Hara next. That's not cool. I don't want to hold him up, but I want to do my lap. I want a pretty good one for me. Damn. Got spooked. Let's see if we can follow Andy here. Oh, good timing. That screwed up my lap already. See if we can't follow Andy and get back the time. Ah, come on. No, we're gonna have to rely on the next lap. was a good exit. Where's somebody disconnecting? There's only one person that should be able to do quali so far, so. Stay in third here, and then chop down to second. Shouldn't have hit the curb there though. So frustrating. Check the brake bias forward again. Actually, I'm gonna have to. Nah. Ballsed it up. Right. I don't know if I need to load it every time, but just how to have it. I'm gonna check the brake bias forward and see what that does for me. I should be faster than this, but we'll get a little gap here. Cold tires. Alright. Need to focus, got a minute left, so this will probably be the last lap. Actually no, it will be the last lap, so... It's not the greatest. No, get off there! Bloody hell. Oh, I threw it all away in the last corner again. God damn it! That is mega frustrating. It was looking like a pretty good lap too. Oh well. What's that put us 12th? Hey man, sorry man. I just could not put it together.
Good job, man. No, it's a difficult track, mate. So there's no dramas. You did
about
well.
4/10 off my best, so.
Yeah. Oh, look, it took me age to get back to my mid-8s that I was doing before, and the last lap that I spent in the car was an 8.6. So hopefully I can get back to doing those consistently. But
yeah, fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm out of the server now, so
sweet.
I'm gonna try and find the broadcast. It was taken down before.
Yeah, I can't find the other broadcast. I was just watching yours, so at least I've got you to keep track on everything. So I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I'll jump out of it now.
See if Lewis has got one up. Right, so we just need to. Oh yeah, Lewis has got a. I'm going to have to reconfigure this now.
Drivers will be just hoping that their teammate just brings it back in.
1 second, guys. I'll just get this all set up.
That said, if their teammate has a crack and
because it's
elevate up a few spots.
The screen sizes are different between Twitch and YouTube, so.
I said, 107.1 dead with the
So I just have to
car in second, being pipped on
reconfigure this window.
7.188. Got the Reed Cotter car, 107.322.
I should have a scene for both, shouldn't I?
107.5.
I will learn one day.
And Keane, Munro, and Ferguson. 108.0 with Hubbard and Nichols. Super 2 entry 108.2. So great effort from those guys. Payne and Crab 108.2
Right.
as well. That's a fraction behind the Hubbard, Nichols, Ford, FGX, Phillips, and Guttison.
Right, so we should be good now.
And Cicluna making it 2.
So the broadcast is obviously just between
108.4 as well. So very, very close
just between quali and the race, the first race. So just waiting for the first race to go. Get ready.
Where there's pretty much just a tenth and a half separating all those guys. So absolutely nothing between these midfield runners.
So
and as you said, it being so close, maybe being a little bit more aggressive in this co-driver grid setting race. If you're a little bit more aggressive and it pays off, you could find yourself in front of that queue.
Calculator here.
And, in a bit of space in front of you come race time.
For sure. I think a lot of those guys down the back, they got nothing to lose in this race. So you can guarantee they're going to send it. But hopefully But it is interesting to see that there is a bit of a divide between the top 5 and the rest of the field. We're going to have 2 separate groups in this race, it seems, which is unfortunate. It does happen a lot in motorsport. But definitely don't discredit the midfield just because they're the midfield. That is incredibly tight between, as you said, between 6th and 12th.
And even still with the top 5 being
right,
really
so
close, and then we have
start that timer once once the race kicks off.
Their lap time to go in the 20-minute qualifying session.
So we're just going to have to wait for the first race to be done before I get back in the car. It's a short race, only 8 laps. It's only about a minute, 9 seconds, I guess, per lap. So won't be long, 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so once they start. And then I'll be back in the car for the first half of the endurance race. So this race is going to determine the grid for the endurance race. And yeah, so it's a 107 lap feature race that we'll be doing after this qualifying race, as you can see on your screen there. So I'll put the volume back up of the main broadcast and we can listen to that.
Pretty grueling around here. It is very short, but it is quite demanding as well.
Also,
and once again, because it's so short, we will see that that congestion of lap traffic. I imagine that some of the top guys, they will probably be hitting lap traffic in the main race at around lap 10, maybe 11. Especially if we have a few incidents.
For some reason.
Feature race as well as the qualifying race. Feature race as well as the qualifying race.
Don't normally get buffering on YouTube.
Always is an important part of any long distance race, and around this circuit where it's very difficult to find large clumps of time. If you find yourself say in second or third and the leader comes up across a group of cars, you can make up a significant amount of time. So you're sort of hoping that you come across lap traffic piecemeal and those front runners having a little bit of an advantage over those guys.
I'm having some issues here.
Well, with the midfield so tight as well, something else that's going to have to...
Let's do this. See if I can't get it to look a bit better or to be a bit better. Oh no. We just refreshed the page.
Time, which, well, it's not really advantageous for any party.
Sorry about that, guys.
So, I
Technical
don't really know what's going to happen.
It's all about risk and reward. And
right,
also
so I'm just setting up
what time of the race is it. If it's early on in the race, you might see a bit more conservative driving when coming up against some traffic. But if it's coming late on in the race and you've got a car or two coming up behind you, going to have leaders being a little bit more pushy to try and get by lap traffic, and if lap traffic are racing people, they're not going to exactly want to let them go either, because they've got people to race. So it'll be very, very interesting, and
Yeah, someone else
I
had to
think
do
it's
that
going to
a minute
be
ago.
one of the defining moments of this race is going to be leaders getting through traffic. Whoever does that
So-
well will probably find themselves with a pretty
Let's
big
check that
advantage
this works.
once they sort of
Right,
come
so
up
that's the
through
link
some of the
for
lower end of the midfield.
this broadcast here if you want to go and check that out at any time.
Now, it's something that I've always said.
And I'm sure Lewis would be appreciative
with my
of
own
getting a
racing
follow
and my
as
own
well.
teams in endurance
Getting
racing.
a sub
You're not racing
to
in the
his YouTube
first
channel.
75% of the race. That first 3/4 of the race, you're setting yourself up for that final quarter where you can actually fight for a position that's meaningful. So the last thing you want to do is put damage on your car on lap 10, which will hurt you on lap 100.
Yeah, it's all about setting the platform, and as Neil Compton
That worked okay.
and the Supercars crew say all the
So
time,
many
it's all about
people
buying
don't
a ticket
understand that, though.
for the end of the race, and once you buy that ticket, you can then, well, you can lick the stamp and send it after that. But yeah, you want to build that platform, get yourself into a position towards the end of the race where you can strike, and then you go for it at the end, because there's no point, getting damage early on, and then you're just trundling around for 2 hours down in a position you don't want to be in. But about 30 seconds away, so we'll just cut into the intro, and we'll be off and racing.
Sounds like we're going live shortly to the race. Just turn that down a bit.
Good luck to him.
Alright, and here we are. The co-drivers are on the grid, and the lights are about to come on. The first
So we got
qualifying
Anton in the
race,
car.
8 laps, and a very short circuit. What can go wrong?
What can go
Famous
wrong?
last words.
Yep.
And away we go. Sandown Raceway. As
Struggling to...
Looks like a very clean start into turn 1. Although, yeah,
Struggling
everyone
to
got
find
through
the
cleanly, amazingly.
right car to follow.
Well done to every single driver on this grid. And it is the Munro Lauder car out in front. They got the alien just behind them.
Hope the broadcast looks alright on the screen there, guys.
I would assume that. Who would be in that car?
I believe. So it'll be Lynn in the car, and it'll be Lauder in the car as well, but they're side by side at the top of the hill. Also got
Tony's moved down to 14th,
Cotter,
but
I believe, in the
it's
car.
okay.
Having a look, they're the ones to look out for in this co-driver race. 2 very, very quick drivers, and there we go. I do believe that's Cotter in the car. I think he was, might be Reed. I'll have to check the standings, but both those guys capable of winning races on their own. But Lauder doing a good job at the moment. And the Penrite Erebus car now up into 2nd place, and like it's going to take the lead already. That's the start of lap 2 here.
And kudos to the entire field. They managed to get through the entire lap without anyone going off the track.
Better than the
Reed and
pros.
Cotter going for the move.
Yeah, up the inside.
Gets it done.
Yep.
So we can see someone who's just going for it in this qualifying race. They want pole position. That's the Erebus car.
They do have 2 very capable drivers. Both drivers in with a shot of the championship. Another car to look out for, the Quantum and Delaney car. Again, both those drivers are in with a shout of the championship. Both those teams fighting for the team's championship. So I'd expect to see that car move up a position or 2 in this short race here. But at the moment, looks like the Lynn O'Hara car starting to put pressure on the Rabble Club Nissan.
Alright, I'm just going to be back momentarily, guys. I need to take a bathroom break before my
Well, the Erebus car is making a break for it. It's already up to a 2nd in the
my
gap.
race. So back in a moment.
The 2nd is getting pretty tight. And once again, that top 5 has sort of made a break from the rest of the field. But she's looking down that leaderboard. I can just see 0 point all the way down from 9th. Pretty well down to 17th, so it is really close in the midfield.
And we've got the Monroe Ferguson car making a move on on the Caltex Haviland car, side by side through turn 1, 2, and now 3. A little bit of a slide on the exit, but the car sales car up ahead.
And it opens the door for the Harvey Norman. No, not quite.
Thought we're going to see a replay of what happened in the 2019 race there at Sandown, with one of the Erebus cars sort of turning in front of the other one and causing an incident. Going to go 3 wide at the top here.
Someone's got to give.
Well, they've got through it at the moment. But
Still side by side, throw it down the bottom of the hill, and the Red Bull car goes for a
bit of contact. The Red Bull car, yeah, just a bit of contact on 2 wheels for a moment, but thankfully, oh, we've got a car, 2 cars off in the background. That is the Hobson and Scott car, and the Nissan, the Norton Hornet car as well. So that's it, Taylor and it's the Taylor Green car and the Hobson and Scott car both going around there. So they're to the back of the field. I'll be a bit bummed about that one.
Now, well, risk management comes back into play. And we've certainly seen a lot of drivers that have benefited from that chaos.
Certainly have. Back up at the front though, the Cortum Delaney car, Team Castrol Plus Fitness car, has moved up into 3rd place and is looking to make a move for 2nd. The Penrite car is absolutely gone, barring a mistake. They're not going to be beaten in this one, and we'll start from pole position. But the big question mark is going to be who's going to start 2nd, as we see, I think that is Lynn just running a little bit wide at the top of the hill, able to live for another day there.
Now, I get the impression that Lauder is not quite comfortable in the supercars as he is with the GT3 cars, but he's doing quite a good job to hold off the Castrol Nissan.
Yeah, his main job, I think, is just going to be able to put up a really decent fight. He did a good job at Alton Park. Really strong first 34 laps. Handed the car over in a good position. His teammate was able to, Munro was able to do a really fantastic position, move that.
And I'm back.
So they'll be looking to do the same thing here.
Ready to go for my race, or my stint.
3 laps and have that Rebel Club car starting from the front row.
It's on in turn 1. Down in P11, 10, 11 and 12.
Anton's moved back up into
almost
13th.
3 wide, and
That's
there
good.
was some door-to-door contact that almost sent the
Looks like him on
Red
the
Bull
tail end of this
Commodore
battle here.
off into the boonies. Thankfully, they've all managed to keep going, but they're still very close together as they head up towards Dandenong Road.
As that was happening, we did have a change for 2nd position, so
Good battle here for 2nd and 3rd.
Castrol Plus Fitness car now into 2nd place, able to get the job done at the top of the hill, and coming back to that battle down there for 10th place in the end. In fact, it's actually closed up a little bit between the Hubbard Nichols car and the Payne Crab Harvey Norman car as well, so there's a big little pack here.
Train going.
And, there's a couple laps to go. It's playful for these guys to possibly move up a position or two.
Might just have a quick snack before my race.
It's very interesting watching the Lynn O'Hara entry. That's dropped all the way down to 4th, and they've dropped down to almost 3 seconds behind the Rebel car. So maybe they're not quite comfortable in race trim, or maybe they've gone for a conservative setup, or maybe even a conservative approach.
Well, they're a few seconds behind the Lauder Monroe car at the moment, and they're a few seconds ahead of the Keys and Keane car, so perhaps at the moment they're just going to be content with starting from 5th, and there's no point really overdriving it from here, because all you're going to do is just go backwards. But it's a battle for 10th here, heating up. Around the outside goes the Richardson Simmons car at the top of the hill. That's a really good move, and also got the Payne Crab car trying to make a move up the inside.
Yeah, the Nissan was not taking any of that and just fired up the inside. I don't think the move was there though.
There was a bit of contact that sent the car wide. Also got the Ches and Eaton car looking to make a move. As you see, Cortum and Delaney. That car's now set the fastest lap of the race, but 4 seconds at Sandown in a lap, you're not really going to close that down. That's for sure.
No, that's for sure. I think that top 5, well, not even the top 5, because Phillips has got Keys, Keane and the Holmes Cicluna car right up behind him, so pretty well the top 4 is sorted, I think.
Let's go, Anton.
But right
P12.
down the back of the field and then the midfield, everyone is scrapping for positions. It's turning into a real death match down there.
Yeah, after obviously that contact at the bottom of the hill there. Got the Hobson Scott car still pushing hard and making up position on the Newman Cunliffe Timken car. So they're still up a couple of spots from that incident they had early on. Probably not going to start much higher, but then again, with that big battle pack up ahead of them, a bit of contact in the last couple of laps here, and you never know, they could find themselves in 15th, 16th.
Oh, we're coming up to
final lap of the sprint race
as the Red Cotter entry starts the final lap. So expect this little battle down here in 10th to really heat up, as in fact I just saw
Anton's going to make a
across
dive.
the screen that
Come on,
the Lynn
let's do it.
O'Hara entry has done their personal best.
Let's go Anton.
So it hasn't been
Lay down the brakes, get the inside.
But they're still going to start in a decent position there.
Couldn't quite get it done, that's alright.
Back here though, got the Ches Eaton cars moved up a couple of spots, but at the moment they're just trying to fight off the Runch Dominiac entry.
Oh, they're fighting not to get turned around by the looks of things.
Yes.
It's getting really messy back there.
It certainly is. So it looks like they have spread out just a little bit over the last half a lap. So you might not see too many more position changes in this little pack here. But,
Well, meanwhile at the front, no dramas whatsoever.
Yep. Took them a couple of laps, they got into the lead, and then they were never
Easy
headed.
win.
So Penrite Erica's car will start from pole. Their championship rivals will start alongside them. Corton and Delaney, with Lauder and Munro finishing in third. And what has happened to the Lynn O'Hara car? Because we've got Phillips and Guttison have moved up to fourth. Hummer Sakuna will start from fifth, and the Lynn O'Hara car coming over the line in sixth. So late
Anton's
drama
managed
there.
to pip.
Seventh. He's dropped down to seventh.
Oh, what happened to Richards?
On my screen it says P6, but if it's P7,
11th we get, nice.
Either way, mistake on the last lap, costing them multiple spots. Munro Ferguson
stuff, man.
finishing in 8th, Hubbard and Nichols finishing in 9th, Pain Crab in 10th.
Yeah,
and in 11th,
I lost a few positions at the start, just trying to keep it on the track. And then
Yeah.
I ended up 2 positions ahead of where you placed me, so not too bad overall for fucking 8 laps of mayhem.
Not bad at all, mate.
Oh, I made a mistake coming down into the fast left-hander. I hit a little bump there, and I sort of skidded across every part you weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
I didn't lock it up, and I kept it all straight and together, and yeah, from there on it was not too bad. But
good stuff, man.
Fuck, the amount of cars in the one spot at the one time.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight. There's some tight sections on the track, and everyone sort of concertinas up into them. So
yeah.
No, good job, man.
Well, there we go. The long race suits me obviously a lot better, but that's not too bad. That's two posies extra from what you qualied, so I didn't go backwards at least.
No, it's good. It's good.
I'll jump out of the server.
I guess they're going to be creating a new server.
I think they are, yep. And they're going to manually set the grid for that, and that should pop up probably 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got... Will it be a separate server or the same server?
I think they're going to do a separate one, but I think that they're going to drop a link in Discord for it. Otherwise, keep searching for AK and it should bring it up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure if they're going to use one of they might be using the S2 server or something like that, but they said it will be a new server.
Yeah.
So whether it's new as in one we haven't used, I don't think it's one we haven't used before. I think it's just a different one from what we've qualied on and done this race on.
Yeah, right.
2057, absolutely.
I'll put the volume back on for the
and then we've got
stream here.
Cotter on 2032. Not far away either. And then we have Delaney there in 4th, who at the start of the season was nowhere, had a very poor start to the season. But come mid-season, and especially here in the Enduros, he has delivered. And he's also right there in the championship mix. And just after that, we've got
Sure
Munro
where.
in 5th. He's been very,
Not
very
sure
quick
where I
to
am on the table. I can't remember.
one lap pace, but some
I
of
think
his
I'm
race
in the
pace is
maybe 11th or
sort of dropped
12th.
backwards. He's made some mistakes in race trim, but still, nonetheless, you cannot doubt his pace. He's sitting there in P5.
Wonder if
O'Hara
Lewis
in
is going to
6th,
show
but
it.
that's because he's missed quite a number of rounds. But up until he's
On your screen there, if you if there's
missed a
any
couple rounds, he
budding
was
sim
leading
racers
the
that want
championship
to
comfortably,
join our
and the
Discord,
first couple of rounds
you can see
he
it on
was
screen
not
there.
being touched. He was well
There's a
out in
Facebook
front,
page as
both
well.
pace-wise and in the
Just
championship
search AK
there,
Racing.
but still looking to pick up a win this evening. Now I've got Greg Brock here. He is in 7th place in the standings on 1,042 points, and the reason both he and his teammate Hall have asterisks next to their name is because they've pulled out of the championship. So probably have those guys probably drop out of the top 10.
Was their car that dropped out?
Maybe not after
I didn't
tonight,
know it
but
was
certainly
Brock's car that dropped out
by
of the championship.
end of the season. And then flipping
Yeah,
over
the
page,
Walkinshaw team. So that's him and Rusty. Rusty hasn't
Yeah.
been around for a little while, I don't think.
we've got
okay.
Been racing.
1,028. In fact, we'll just go
He's
up
been racing with
go back to
the
previous
Oz
page for a
NZ
moment,
boys.
because if you have a look
They do
there,
race room and
Macca,
actually they do everything. They do heaps of stuff. But I think
1,152,
he's
Oh, really?
racing
all the way
iRacing
down
enduros
to
and stuff.
Louder,
I've seen him and
1,106.
Aaron O'Brien
Absolutely
was
nothing
racing
between
together.
those guys.
Oh, right.
And in
I
the
tell you what, the
championship,
more I do iRacing, the more I'm
just
getting
like
into it,
that,
eh?
Yeah,
that race
it's
there
a cool
in
platform.
midfield.
Yeah.
Not at this
Extremely tight
stage, Matt. You
with,
need to go back to
Eaton,
driver's
followed
briefing. You can just stay where you are.
by Lucas, Duro, Lauder, Crab, and Ches, and then Dominiak, Lynn, Phillips, and Keys rounding
As soon
out.
as I know,
So
mate,
I'm sitting
I'll
in 11th.
broadcast it.
Anton's in 16th at the moment, so.
They're busy
Alright, flipping over
setting
the
the
page,
grid
and
as
as
we
you can
speak.
see, the top 4 drivers in the Drivers' Championship, top 2 teams in the Teams' Championship.
So I just need to keep an eye out for this new server that's going to open up.
Castrol plus Fitness. They did have a fairly sizable lead coming into the Enduros, but Team Castrol plus Fitness have been the form team, and if it weren't due to Courtsum having some issues, being a little bit ill at the Queensland Raceway Enduro, they probably were going to win that race as
I
well.
have a
They did
feeling
have
they've just reset
sizable
the
lead before he was
server that I was
a little
in.
bit unwell and struggled
maybe
home
not.
in that one. But still, absolutely nothing between those teams. Got Rebel Club there in 3rd place ahead of Walkinshaw and Andretti United, who have pulled out of the championship. So they're probably going to finish in 3rd. Boost Mobile Motorsport there in 5th, followed by Shell V-Power, DJR, Team Penske. Team 18 been looking quite handy the last couple rounds, sitting on 2,021 points, followed by Super Cheap Auto Racing, Bodlow Racing, and Harvey Norman Racing Team rounding out the top 10.
Alright, as soon as the server's open, I'll jump in and we'll
having a look here, just waiting
switch over to
come
my
back
view.
up.
But at the moment, we're just
Well,
waiting.
it's a good time for anyone to get up and go, get themselves a drink, and maybe someday not going to want to leave once this race starts.
Yeah, you're going to want to stock up on something to drink, some nibbles, and
So we've got 107 laps coming up.
yeah, just to pop yourself.
I'll be starting in the car.
On the couch, in bed, wherever you're watching, whether it be on the phone, computer.
And then my teammate
maybe
Anton
even
will
the
take
TV
over
as well.
with about 50 laps remaining.
But, yeah, still looks like a little whiles away while the server is getting set up. But
So I believe we'll be starting P11
qualifying
as per the result from the sprint race Anton did, and
which, again, should mix things up in the long race.
yeah, try and keep out of trouble. Just waiting for the server to be put up.
Alright, well, once again, I guess it'll give us a little bit more time, once again, just to go over the circuit that we're at. We do apologise, we're just sort of waiting for the server to come up, just to give us some little bit extra to go over. But as we can see here, it's Sandown International Raceway, Springvale, Victoria, based in the
I do hope that the audio is coming through alright.
13 corners endurance event this evening with one qualifying lap.
I don't get to see exactly what
which is won by
viewers are
Team
hearing,
Enright
so
Erebus, And
I
then
can just see the little dials on the
107 lap feature
mixer
race,
going up and down and
which
get a
is
relative
going to
idea
be
of
very, very
how
interesting.
loud it is,
Traffic
but
will be an issue because that midfield, as we
it's not
saw,
always that
not
easy
quite up to the
or
pace of
that
the front
simple.
runners, but at the same time, they're very, very close together. And if you're a front runner, you're not really going to want to have to pick your way through that. So
Audio sounds
you're
good,
going to need
Johnny.
a little bit of luck to not lose too much
Roger.
time, and it's going to be
Thank
vitally
you.
important for a leader to sort of come across the lap traffic piecemeal, or just catch them at the right time. You
So we're
certainly don't want to
just,
be
once
catching
again,
them
we're
at the
just
top
waiting
of
for the
top of the hill there,
server to
and
come online.
having to go down the hill towards Dandy Road. And,
Thank you, Han.
losing a bit of time there.
We're just
That
waiting for the
sort of
server
spot
to come
there,
online,
a lot of the faster
and
drivers do make up time. And then if they're battling as well, the cars in front
supposedly they're going to chuck it up in
side,
Discord once it's ready,
coming into
but
the final couple corners as well, costing you more time. So that's going to be vital to look out for.
while we wait, you can listen
And
to
just
Lewis's
staying out of
dulcet
trouble.
tones.
Not sure exactly what happened with the Lynn O'Hara car at the end, but obviously they weren't able to stick out of trouble towards the end of that race, looking like a comfortable fourth, fifth place there in the end. But yep, late mistake, and they're now starting down in I think 6th spot now, where they were a few seconds ahead of the car behind them at the time. So unfortunate for them, but they do have an alien driver in one seat. Also gives us a little bit of time just to go over the calendar, and as you can see, there's no Gold Coast.
One
That
event
was,
left.
replaced by Alton Park last round. It's a fantastic little racetrack over in England.
I'm not sure if Newcastle's ready to go either.
To drive the circuit, to sort of see what the drivers experience week in, week out. And then, as you can see, the final round of the Endurance Cup tonight here from Sandown Raceway. And then June 7th, we have the final round of the season. And we also have the Super Street format, I should say, coming back at the Newcastle Street Circuit, which is going to be a very, very tough event. And
I hope the track is ready because it's a cool track. I'd like to do that one.
Street circuit like that,
haven't driven it in the sim yet, so
happen. I think
be interesting.
We all remember the James Courtney and Jamie Whincup battle at Homebush that one year, where it come down to who could repair their cars the most, and who knows, maybe at the Newcastle Street Circuit we might see that again, or perhaps we'll see a repeat of a massive choke job, which McLaughlin did back in, I think it was 2017, I believe, where all he
ran
needed
out
to
of
do
fuel,
was
didn't
finish
he?
in the top 10 at a few mistakes, a couple penalties, and then putting someone in the wall at the end meant that Jamie Whincup won the championship almost by default in the end there. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but hopefully we do have two fantastic races to end what has been a really, really good season, and going by the championship standings, a very, very close one at the top as well. So it's all to play for with 2 races to go.
Have we got a server yet?
Alright, still just looking around here for the server. So I'm just refiring up old Championship Manager. It was not Championship Manager, Content Manager.
Refresh. What do we got?
But yeah, still just waiting around for the moment. So I do apologise.
Oh, this is a good chance for everyone out there to give us your best prediction as to who's going to win this race. So I'd like to see a top 5 prediction out there in chat.
Yeah, certainly a good time for that. I certainly can't pick the top 5. The top 2 is going to be tough.
Try and get in the top 5.
The Castrol Plus Fitness car.
Don't know if it'll happen, but
and the Penrite Erebus car.
give it a good red hot go.
So quick. That said, though, it didn't seem in qualifying at least that the Castrol car looked too comfortable or quick, but they do have 2 capable drivers, and then of course we do have the Andrew O'Hara obviously to come in the race as well that could mix things up, although that car will be starting a little bit further back than what they would have hoped. So top 5.
So if you do get a chance, please
can't really pick it because it could go to
and give Lewis a like on his stream.
And at the same time,
if you're enjoying
they could all finish in a different position than
the content. It's a YouTube link just above, just in the
Old
chat
turn
there.
number 1 gets very tight. the 90-degree
But we will be going
they
first
usually a
stint
bit of a nightmare
with me in the
at the
car,
start of any
so
race, and
stick
when we
around
got
for a little
turn
bit.
2, 3, and 4, where
Shouldn't
it's
be too
even
long now
tighter, hell,
before the
some
server
of
is
those
up.
guys could end up in the fence.
You never know.
Hopefully.
And as we've seen over the years, anything can happen. And, well, it usually does, whether it be sim racing or in real life, so...
Just give it a
we were able
refresh
to
and
get
see
through
if
the
we've got
first
the
lap
server
without
yet.
any major incident in the 8-lap race, which was pretty surprising, it has to be said, with 8 laps and qualifying, you know, where you start the main race from up for grabs. So who knows what we'll see in this one. Might see drivers be a little bit more aggressive. We will have different drivers.
I think
as
there
well
could have been a
starting in
slightly
this
better
one,
way of doing
so,
this, to be honest.
who knows?
They could have had the
a
server.
mix of drivers, or the different mix of drivers see a different outcome, or hopefully
don't know.
we get all cars going through there nice and cleanly, and we've a nice
They could have had the
straight
server
flight,
ready to go
at
and
least at
just
the opening
slot
stanza.
the cars, and I don't know how it works, so I can't really comment, I suppose. But anyway, we're just waiting for them to manually set the grid after the first sprint race.
Alright, still just waiting around at the moment. We do have actually some drivers in some of the practice servers out there, which is I guess not a bad idea. If you are waiting for the server and you want to get some last set, you know, a bit of setup work or practice in, it's actually a good time to do it. And then if you, especially
Probably could have
I guess
done
if
that,
your
to be
teammate
honest.
is starting the car, jumping in the practice server, not too bad an idea to stay fresh and keep warm and stay in that groove. So when you do jump in the car, you're ready to go and you're not just jumping in cold.
That's a very good idea to do that. Of course, sitting outside of the car can get cold, and well, if you can be just a little bit quicker to get up to speed than your opponents, well, that can pay off at the end of the race.
Are you going to jump in the practice server there, Anton?
Maybe
or should I be?
Setup that you're working on, you couldn't quite get it in practice and in qualifying, or even in that short little 8-lap race, but you put in.
I would have thought they'd have the server up by now. That's
and,
why I didn't jump in one. But
where you find a couple tenths, so you never know. We could see another sort of slight change in the order should these guys find something. But yeah, still at the moment just waiting around.
Yeah, you got the link got purged, mate. I got my link protection on. It's actually finally working.
Racing once again.
Check it in Discord if you want.
I've already got a few predictions in your chat, and we have one prediction in my channel's chat. So we have that 7 predicting Cotter and Reed for the win, but then we have Haviland number 1 for the win. So a couple of good predictions there. I would personally like to lean towards the Delaney entry, the Castrol
Thank you, Anton.
Nissan. That looked really good in the hands of the co-driver, and they qualified rather well, and they also did very well at Oulton Park. So they've got a very strong team there. I'll stand by this. I'm going to put money on the Castrol Nissan.
Well, it seems you and David Thornton in the YouTube chat would agree. He's picked out the Delaney Cortum car to win with the Matt Cotter and Peter Reed entry finishing second, and the Andy and
strange.
the O'Hara and Lynn car finishing in third, followed by Munro Lauder and the Humps Cluna car is his top 5. And it has to be said, that's
okay. Thanks, Anton. Yeah, it's strange that it just says qualify as the server title. Seems to be a strange choice of title for me.
Team entries, so
oh well.
He was quite quick at Oulton Park, and hopefully for he and his teammates' sake, they're quick again.
Yeah,
if
that happened the last time.
Win, it helps his teammate in the
remember we had to choose a different server, and I couldn't find it, and then I wasn't looking in the right spot, and I was like, oh, this is a qualifier.
Yeah. Tonight or even tomorrow night.
I can't remember what race it was.
Night, but next round, could see him just sneak home and
might have been Bathurst, wasn't it?
After
Can't remember.
Or
Oh no,
Yeah,
maybe
probably.
Starts in the
maybe
Was it-
Queensland.
Has to be said, it'd be a fantastic effort considering where he was. in
One,
the first
probably
three
one with
rounds
the
of
top
championship,
10
so he's
or
done
a
really
different.
good job.
Bathurst would have probably been the one, actually, I think.
Yeah, actually,
I think it was
might have been.
Bathurst.
Since probably round 7.
I think it
I've
might have
got some
been.
more predictions coming in. We have Brock 8222 saying O'Hara and Lynn has this.
They've
so
got to
that's-
build a list.
That's a pretty safe bet.
So
No
they've actually
adventure there.
taken the results JSON
we
file
have
and they would have to
Jonish
rebuild the list
1964
from scratch. So
predicting Munro and Lauder.
a whole bunch of copy and pasting I think's going on now, but
So a couple of
Yeah.
brave.
takes you longer. It's going to run until bloody midnight for you.
I reckon O'Hara and Lynn is not a very adventurous
Oh well.
bet because, well, you got Andy O'Hara in the car.
Another
He's
late night.
very quick.
That doesn't bother me. I'll wait till after we race to
but
eat
Lauder
dinner,
and
so I'm
Munro,
going to be eating at like
top
10 o'clock.
3.
I don't eat all day,
What do you
so
think about
I'm
that?
sort of hanging by the time it gets
I
there.
reckon
Yeah.
those teams both have one really, really fast driver, and they've both got their second driver. While they're both decent, I don't quite think they're as fast as their main driver. So I think those two guys are probably going to be, or teams are going to be battling out for that final spot on the podium.
Anton, if you get a chance, go and
well,
I'm going to edit the video down, but I have
being very, very strong with
got
two
the full stream of
drivers,
the
so it'll probably-
race yesterday.
barring,
Sorry,
you know,
not
considering
yesterday,
those
Friday.
guys probably locked them
Oh,
out in the
yeah.
first 2 spots,
I'll have to have a look at that.
It was pretty
I
cool.
think I have to give the edge.
How did you
to
go, by the way?
O'Hara and
I
Lynn
got
for that
12th
final
in the
spot
main
just
feature
because I
race out of 62, so
That's sick.
O'Hara's-
yeah, I was pretty stoked with it.
I've seen
Very
so
well
much
done.
racing from him to
But yeah, there was
stand
2
out.
sets of races.
And, if
The
Lynn can
first
do a
was
job where he doesn't put
Rallycross,
any
and
damage
then
on the
we went
car,
into
have
the
two
Lotus
adventures off the road,
49 in the feature
he will
race,
have
main
set,
races.
That's a
O'Hara
super
up
good
for,
finish.
Yeah, I was happy. There's a couple of the pros were like quitting by the end because they were so frustrated.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's professional.
Yeah, I think it would be a
Yeah,
very,
exactly.
very brave man.
Head
to
down
bet
and
against,
race, man.
Yeah.
Having just said that,
What was that,
I'll
sorry?
be betting on the Delaney Castron Nissan.
8 minutes till the race starts.
8
So,
minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Go, we're not going to tell until 107 laps later.
Oh yeah, everyone's
That's what
joining
we
now.
want. That's what we want, really.
Yeah, it's what
You were
want. You
doing
don't want
well
to be able
until
to
you
say,
dinged it.
okay, this car's just going to walk it and no one's going to challenge them. Really, I
Alright,
can't pick a winner.
starting up the server now, guys. Or jumping
the
into
server
it
should
now.
be live.
Battling it out in the drivers and teams
Yeah, I got it.
championship. I mean, I can't write those guys off. And then
So
O'Hara
we're jumping in.
close towards the end.
A few more minutes before the start of the race, but shouldn't be too long.
Take his name off it as well, and you never know. Like Munro, he can be on his day. He can be just as
Right,
quick
so I'm gonna
as
go
O'Hara.
a full
And if
tank
they're
and
in the
then
right position
about
as well, who knows?
83
I mean,
litre,
those small
83
guys,
litres top up,
in 14
and I'll go to
um,
pretty much lap 57.
can't write off. So
Yep.
If it's close towards the end,
And
So
then you
what-
can jump in.
Yeah, what I said in Discord was when you said that's what I meant. That's what I
Oh,
meant.
good.
So
Oh,
I'll
okay.
fill up the tank, and then I think the leftovers would have I'd need 50 litres. So
Yeah.
I'll just fill it up from the
Good
beginning
news, the
because it'll
race
save the
server
stop
is
time because
now
this
up a
tyres
little
take so
bit
quick to
embarrassed
change.
by their predictions.
Yeah, sure.
But
Yeah.
any fuel I can save to fill up will save me some seconds.
We see someone from the midfield just come out of nowhere and tuck a win after the leads all taking each other out. I mean,
Right.
it's sim racing. It's just racing. in
Just
general.
wait for my screen to actually show up.
That is true.
There it is.
It's never over until we check it.
Close that. Right. So. I'll just double check my full fuel. It's alright. 83 litres, softs. Cool. And that should get us to. It should get us to lap 57. We'll come in and give Anton the car after that. So we're starting P. Should be 11. Still some people jumping into the server here, so. Did you get P10 or P11?
11, I think.
Yeah. I think I'm in P10. Oh well.
someone else.
Oh, it could be that someone's just not joined yet. So.
That, yeah, probably. And plus, I never trust real time at the start of the race for whatever reason.
Yeah, true.
It's a bit weird.
Oh, now it's chucked us into 9th, so yeah, it's all up the Waboozy. Oh well. Alright, so main thing for the start of this race is I'm just trying to keep it clean. The sprint race was good. Everyone kept it pretty clean, so hopefully it can we can do the same here. It's pretty much what I learnt from racing with the big boys. Is when you keep it clean, you gain a lot of positions. So I think, I don't know about you, Anton, but I think I'd be happy with the top 10 finish.
Mate, that would be good.
So that can be our goal for the race.
Yeah, in V8s it's always my goal, and I mean, as the field grows, it just gets harder and harder to achieve because you know, I mean, we're looking for a top 10 and we're in a team car.
Yeah.
So you know, I could be down in P15 and I'd be like, I'm racing my little heart out, and I'm just P15. It's all I can muster. But yeah, that's all right. For the V8s, it's definitely my most challenging car to drive for me. A lot of guys I find that are very quick in the V8s, but then other cars, they're quick, but they're not as consistent.
Yeah.
A lot of times they'll drop out. They'll push a bit harder and they'll bin it, and they won't really care that much. Whereas in the V8s, it's like their main series.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
Put the practice in.
I'm finding improvement everywhere. Like even I went and looked at last year's Sandown, and I think my best lap was an 8.9, and today I did an 8.4. So half a second, and I've only had today to practice. Like
exactly.
I've only spent one stint in the car, and I haven't been able to go away, have a rest, come back, try a different approach. It's just been flat knack 130 laps today to get some practice in. So you know, I probably wouldn't have hit a 7, but I think I would have got another couple of tenths off that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So that's nearly a second off my time from last year. So that's
not bad.
That's a decent, you know, with the amount of racing that I do, and with not being able to specialise in a certain car. I think it's quite decent progress. So
yeah, well, I mean, I guess just the amount of driving you do is got to help.
Try not to get frustrated and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it can help, but it can also hinder because it's hard to drive different cars every sort of 2 or 3 days.
You sort of become a jack of all trades rather than a specialist. So
and you can never sort of get the most out of yourself. Plus the time factor as well has really been jamming me up recently. So
yeah,
I think it's good. And look, we're going to find a lot of cars that are just going to run a bit too deep after the back straight there, and there's going to be a few casualties, I think. So if we can try not to be one of those, I'll put my hand up and say it's probably me that's going to do it.
Oh, well, at least hopefully I can keep it clean at the start here, because that'll be the hardest bit, I think.
Yeah, I think when I get into the car, at least it'll be a bit more spread out, and I get a bit of a chance to sort of like put the hammer down. So see how we go.
Sweet as. Alright, we've got about 1 minute and 40 seconds to go before the start of the race. Certainly not as nervous as I was on Friday, but still a little bit. Always feel it a little bit. The anticipation. Is wanting to do well, so haven't done a practice start in a while too, so we'll see how this goes. So we're just got to remember cold tyres going into T1. Brake nice and early, not slam into anyone. So while you don't want to be taken out yourself, the last thing I want to do is take someone else out and ruin their race. Alright, 25 seconds.
luck, Johnny.
Cheers, mate.
I'll sit quiet. If you need me to sell out, I'll be here for until I'm otherwise notified.
All good. Not the greatest of starts, but it's alright. Got some people going off there. Alright. Let's try and pick up the pieces now. Gonna sit on the inside here, we've got someone in the tow. How is he so much quicker? Didn't think the tow was that big. So just place the car nicely there, try not to get hit. Picked up a position there. Sitting on the edge of the top 10, so keep going. He's going wide. Just got to take it easy on these first few laps. Find your rhythm. No sense in pushing to try and win the bloody thing on the first couple of laps. But so many people I think they just get a bit excited. Probably in trying to fight to not lose positions, they end up overdriving a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't have a track map, so I have to use my relative to see how close people are to me, which is alright, I suppose. P-Tracker's going mad with the relative, with the personal best laps. Everyone's getting in the session. So see if I can make some ground up here. Oh, so we're apparently P10 now. Thought we were P11, but that's alright. P10, so I definitely want to keep this position. Try and gain a few more positions if I can. Try not to overdrive too much. Some of the boys up front's already doing 108s. It's quick.
Slow car ahead.
P11 hot on our heels, so try and be smooth. Bit of a battle going on in front of us here. Hopefully that slows them up a bit and we can capitalise. It's getting pushed out wide. Ah. Damn. Pushed it a little bit too much there. Oh, around the outside. That was difficult because it was so bumpy around there. Right. Monroe here's going a bit wide. Man. P11 is, I think, a bit quicker than me.
Slow car ahead.
Oh, nosed across him. Just letting us back into the battle here. Gonna need to find a bit more pace here. And that really slowed me up. Ah! That double hit on the curb really is not good. I'm gonna check my brake bias forward again. I think it helped me in quali, so. Oh, come on. Gotta hit your brake marks, man. Side by side. Gonna try and outbrake him here. Oh, don't do that. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous driving.
Slow car ahead.
Come on. He didn't even hit his brake marks either. The move was never on. Cost me 10th. You know, like if this was in real cars, you would never do that. That's like suicide. But they think, oh, I can't get hurt, so it's fine. I'll just push it up through in between two close racing cars. What the hell? Ludicrous, mate.
Good job, mate. A bit hairy there, but we're still in one piece, so yeah, just keep it together, man. It's all good.
Ugh.
You're doing well.
Yeah, it's a bit silly, that move. Ah, going backwards. Come on. Ah, for fuck's sake.
Slow car ahead.
Getting flustered now. Alright, come on, settle down. Get in the groove. Back in the groove. These fucking curbs are terrible. Come on, Johnny, this is terrible driving. That was my plan. Push him wide. Nah, he still managed to gather it up. Try and come back at him. God. Driving like ass. Absolute ass. I feel like my car's slow as well. Like, he was catching up to me in the tow. Why can't I catch him? Catch him now. He's been going deep on his brake marks all race so far. Ugh, it's awful. Entry into that corner is just gross. The bumps there. See how much he catches me here. I need to bring this back again. Oh, come on! That's useless, man.
Slow car ahead.
Surely he sent me round unnecessarily there.
That hit was a bit nasty, that one.
I gave him the space, so
you got to understand, you can't fire that thing into there when there's someone in front of you. It's not the spot for it.
no. But if you do, make sure you don't make contact, because it was on the exit of the corner, so it's not like I was coming back across him. I stayed over one side, so. It's alright, he's made to redress it, so it's all good.
A long race.
Yeah. Let's just go, man. I can't actually hear DJ. Turned it down too much.
I think he said someone had to slow down to get the position back. I'm not sure who it was. It was Laurie, but I'm not sure if it was who it was for.
Okay. Just saying now, I don't think this is going to end well.
What, the whole race?
This battle here. See, how am I getting outrun? Like, is my car nerfed or something?
Down the straight?
Yeah. Like, I was losing Newman in front of me, but Richards is just passing me by.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah. That was my bad. He's just so slow through the corner.
Yeah, oh shit.
It's alright, I stay behind him.
The bad track for just different capabilities through the slow stuff.
Yeah. Definitely getting me flustered.
Well, it's what happens when you sort of get punted and get put back 4 or 5 spots, and now you're missing the drivers you really didn't need to. And now you just sucks every bit of lap time out of it because you're having to sacrifice your throttle input, your line, and brake markers and everything.
God damn it. Trying to get a good exit and I just end up wheel spinning.
Slow car ahead.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try to, you can't get them on the entry, you've got to try and get them on the exit.
Yeah. But I just pushed a bit too hard. Sucks, I'm so much faster.
Yeah.
I just can't get past. Here we go, maybe. Oh well, that's one on track pass. I do apologise for the salt. It's mostly because I'm driving bad, to be honest.
Slow car ahead.
I'll see if I can catch back up to Richard Simmons here. Because I think I'm faster than them too, I just... not getting a good run.
I think you'll pull up pretty quickly with a bit of clean air.
Yeah, hopefully. Rear tyres are going off pretty quick.
Yeah.
At 53 on the right rear. Mind you, it's only what? Yeah. 10 more laps or so.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine here.
I've got 50 litres left actually. Jeez, I got the leaders behind me already. Bloody hell.
Their pace around here is just ridiculous. I mean, everywhere really, but this is like... I can't believe it. They were doing 8 flats within like 3 laps.
That's stupid, man. Ah, come on. Where did that come from? Hell, that's so inconsistent. People pitting already. I'll let Cortum here go by. Let's get that out of the way. So I can keep some of the speed going through that corner.
Slow car ahead.
Not having a good time. Again. It's very strange. Just all of a sudden decides it's going to lose the back end out there. Oh. Oh, it was early on the brakes. To let the leader through here, I think. That's how you do it. Oh, he's gone too deep. Might have been a bit cheeky of me there, but oh well. Gotta get something back. doing? Right. Now that we've got some fresh air, free space, try and get some wahi. I'm thinking maybe one more lap and then I should be clear enough to come in, fuel wise.
Yeah, cool.
Still got 20 litres, but putting 83 in I should have some room. Maybe I'll go one more. No, actually, it'll be fine. Oops, still in second gear. Alright. One more stint and then Anton will be in the car. Cool, got some fresh air. Distant Sama, thanks for the follow, mate. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Is that, yeah, it's just normal Assetto Corsa. Japs111, welcome to the channel as well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're in the middle of a endurance race here with AK Racing. Lap 31 of 107. I'll be going to about lap 57 and then handing over to my teammate Anton. Just hitting the racing track. Are you a real life driver, are you? Rather than a sim driver? Yeah, for sure, man. Don't we all? Don't we all? Whereabouts are you guys joining us from? Yeah, nothing beats the real thing. I can't say I've done real racing before, but I imagine it's a bit of a thrill. Oh, nice. Cayman GT4. Awesome. Yeah, I bet, man. I don't know. Some of the best racing I think is in some of the lower categories. Even in the sim world, like in iRacing, I enjoy driving the MX-5s. Hey, Bliv. Yeah, AK Racing. Stands for Aussie Kiwi Racing. How you going, man? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Kiwi. That's good, man. Glad you're doing well. Yeah, we're just in the middle of an endurance race here. 33 laps into 107. I'll be taking it to about lap 57, and then my teammate will be jumping in. So
Slow car ahead.
we got someone spinning up here, not having a good time. So I'll try and read chat on the straights. I'm bad for reading around the corners. Stock apart from the wing. Ah, yeah, nice. Nah, I bet it's good fun though, man. I bet it's good fun. One day I'd like to go and just not that far from where I live, there's a track where they let you do some time trial stuff in a a real low class formula car. Not even quite sure what it is, whether it's Formula Ford or something like that. But I'd love to go and do that one day, but it's quite expensive, as you can imagine, as you probably know. Anything motorsport related is super expensive, so. So for those of you who've just joined us, I had a bit of a poor start to the race. We're currently sitting in 12th, I think, so that's not too bad. We had a bit of a battle with Richard Simmons' car in front of us. So we'll see if we can catch him again. See if we can catch him. But once my teammate jumps in the car, I'll take you to the main broadcast. And we can sit and chat and watch the race together. I'll just check that in a second, who that was. Once I get on the straight. Oh, Bliv, mate. Thank you so much, dude. Thanks for the $3. Much appreciated. Definitely didn't need to do that. But yeah, much appreciated. Thank you. Tippy. Nice. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I got one of the faster cars coming up behind me now. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. I was expecting to read out another follow. I'm very close to concentrate. I'm very close to getting affiliates. I think I've got 5 more follows to go, and that'll be the 3rd out of 4 requirements for affiliate. So trying hard to get to that. I'd actually love to make this a full-time thing, but it's quite hard to do. So I appreciate all the support, guys. Really do. Hey, Liv, I don't know if you caught Friday's race, but I would say, if you didn't, go and check out the video, or you can, actually I'll give you my YouTube link once I get out of the car. And because I was racing with some Kiwi pros in iRacing, and it was a blast, man. Can't quite remember if you were in the stream or not. You might have been. We'll have a look. Cool. Yeah, I've uploaded it to YouTube, but I'm gonna try and edit it down so it's just my races, because there were several races. But if you know the likes of you know, Brendan Hartley, Scott McLaughlin, Shane Van Gisbergen, let this guy go. Yeah, we do have a fairly good racing scene. I guess it's more, it's not really the races that we have here, it's more the drivers. We have several really good drivers overseas that are in different categories. So I guess we, you know, the closest to home is the Australian V8 series. But I mean, in saying that, there is several local competitions. New Zealand V8 series, the Targa Rally. There's, yeah. I don't know. Define good. They're good enough. You know, they're good for racing on. I don't know if they're world class. Like, you wouldn't want to put Formula 1 cars on them, but good for what they're used for. But yeah, so like, I guess mostly the people that follow racing here that aren't right into racing would be following the Aussie V8s and things like that, which are mostly Australia. We have one track in New Zealand that they race on called Pukekohe. I mean, yeah. I don't know if they're that challenging, but Pukekohe is a fun track. There's definitely a mod for Pukekohe in Assetto Corsa. I don't know if there's one for any of the other tracks in New Zealand yet, but there might be. I just haven't seen them, if they are there. But yeah, I'd say Pukekohe is our most well-known track. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I'd say, whereabouts is she studying, dude? Right, yeah, so Pukekohe is in a place called Manukau, which is just in the south of Auckland, so that'd be the first one I'd say go and check out. A little bit further south than that is Hampton Downs, which is another pretty good track. And then as for other decent tracks, you'd probably have to go to the South Island, I think. Although I think Taupo has a pretty good track as well. I can't remember what it's called though, whether it's just Taupo. Yeah, I don't know, but in Taupo somewhere. That I don't know, to be honest. I think Hampton Downs has cars you can rent. I don't think Pukekohe does, but they do have track days where you can take your own car. But again, I'm not really too sure, to be honest, because I haven't actually looked into it extensively myself. Must admit my lap times are not that good here. Going pretty slow. But we're out on our own at the moment. But 13th place is good 10 seconds behind us, so... Anton, did you hear that? What was that? I've turned David way down.
Yeah, it's the car in front. I've got to drive through.
Car in front of us?
Yeah.
Who, Richards?
Yeah, for cutting. I'm pretty sure it was him.
Brilliant. Appears to be correct. So we're back up into 11th. Ugh. Driving a little bit sloppy at the moment. I mean, this whole bloody race I have been, to be honest, but...
Nice work, mate.
Not far off my goal of top 10, but... I think P10 is probably miles ahead of us. Ah, that's the one. That is the one. Thank you, Hunt. You can't post a link, sorry. I put my link protection on. Hang on. I'll post a link once I get out of the car. I should make you a mod, then you'll be able to post links. For anyone who's wondering, that's my my partner. My partner in crime. My lap times are miles off the pace, eh?
It's the consistent though. You're in a bit of a rhythm, which is good. Slowly chipping away.
Yeah. Not quite sure what's going on, but I can't get the pace.
Yeah, I found that too.
Then I go and crash. That's not a bad one. It's
Oh.
alright. Oh dear. Oh really? Must have decided it was a link. Oh, interesting. Unless it's decided it's a press word or something. I've only got slight moderation on, so it shouldn't be that bad. I have to let these guys past. I find it funny how when you're letting people pass and they screw up their brake marks and everything. Yeah, so probably thought it was a link. Oh really? Oh wow, I didn't even know that. It makes sense though, because you know, Bruce McLaren. It's Kiwi. Damn. Don't want to get... Ugh, I'm gonna have another battle with Richards here. It's not cool. Driver swap going on now. Do they? It's no good. They're not cheap either, McLarens. Turn in! Oh no!
Slow car ahead.
Would have thought they would want to keep the quality good for the name's sake, really. Yeah, 107 laps. I'm only doing 57 of them. I did quali, and then Anton did the first 8-lap sprint race. So I'm going to do roughly 57 laps and then chuck him in the car. Oh, what am I doing? Not paying attention. Oh.
Slow car ahead.
I do apologise, Anton. Having a mare.
Yeah, I just seen as a dog of a corner.
Oh, I just wasn't paying attention, missed my brake marks completely.
That's all it takes. Half a second, not even of just looking away from somewhere
Nah,
else.
don't, man. It's all good, Bliv. Oh, sorry, I was talking to you, Anton.
That's alright.
don't feel responsible. That's all my fault. I not paying attention. I gotta learn. It's the one thing about sim racing is I just don't think my mind is quite in it today. Probably a little bit beat after the last race, unfortunately. So I do apologise, Anton. Oh really? Had to send him to the garage every other month. Jesus. Yeah, that's not good. I hope they had some good insurance or some sort of warranty. Sometimes it can be luck of the draw with those things too, eh? But you'd think if it was not just one of them, it's 3 of them, that's, yeah, it's not a good look. Ah, that's good. When you're paying that much money, you'd want it, eh? You'd want a good warranty. It's probably something I will never be able to afford, unless I win lotto. But that's alright, because I can drive them virtually. And it's exactly the same, right? Right?
Slow car ahead.
Alright. So we've got about 6 laps to go. And then I can give the car to Anton, who hopefully will do a better job than me. I'm sure he will. He did very well in the sprint race. Oh really? Strange. I suppose it's the thing with a sim is sometimes it's just about not being able to feel what the car's doing as well. But I don't know.
Slow car
Yeah,
ahead.
right. Yeah. I mean that's I guess the biggest thing about sim racing is everything's coming through your hands. So it's hard to know sometimes what the car's doing. That's why it's so impressive when you get real life drivers that jump into a sim and they do really well. They just are able to adapt so quickly. And then you get some of the older boys that they just can't. They're so used to being able to feel everything that, and they haven't grown up in the simulator world, I guess. And then you get plebs like me who just jump in a sim and think they're a driver, think they're a race driver.
Slow car ahead.
Oh, can we get him? Get back our P12. is a bit squirrely. Car taxes. I mean, yes and no. I guess we do. I don't know exactly what they are for when you're purchasing a car, but I know we have quite high registration costs. You know, you're taxed for accident compensation care and stuff like that, so. But I imagine they're pretty high at the time of purchase as well. Gotta keep an eye on my lap count here. Oh! Oh! He's gonna cut the corner. Certainly gained out of that. One thing that our government did recently is they changed it so that the safer your car is, in terms of the safety rating, the less tax or the less registration costs are, which I think is a little bit silly, because you know, you might not have a safe car, but you might be a safe driver, and it could be the guy who's in the real safe SUV that comes careening into you, so but I guess you can't quantify that, can you? So got about 2 laps to go, Anton.
Yeah, ready to go, man. Whenever you're ready.
Sweet. Yeah, fuel is ridiculously expensive here. Thanks for filling us in on that, huh? Oh boy. Nearly butchered that corner again. Actually, I might come in this lap, Anton, because it's the leaders aren't that far behind me, so
yeah, cool.
Just coming in now. Watch out for the bump. Come out, exit. Alright, just trying to exit now. Yep, I'm out.
Alright, joining.
Alright guys, I'll just get the broadcast up. Bear with me one momento.
Timken entry. Looks like maybe just got a little bit too heavy on the throttle.
Alright, so that's my stint. Hey Hannah, how you going?
Luckily he's been able
no
to
worries,
rejoin
no worries. I've actually just finished my stint, so it'd just be
as they were going around him.
What's that?
I'm out now.
Well,
okay, cool.
As is the
good luck.
Junior team behind him. They've got Paint Crab Cart just behind them.
So Anton's just jumped in the car now. He's sitting in 13th for now.
And then the Humsakuna car in 12th that has had a driver change.
It looks like the Phillips car has had a.
Maybe not for
oh no, there he is.
But they will be
I was going to say it looks like he's had a tough time, but no, he's just passed us now. But yeah, welcome anyway, Hannah. I hope you're doing well. So now I can sit and chat and not worry about crashing my car. So yeah, I guess you could say that about the fuel, but to be honest, we are by far and away
Down
the
to
highest
2.
in the OECD. So,
So I had a
and it's not even representative. Like it's yeah,
position here.
it's ridiculous.
And crab. That is for position actually.
But
So
yeah, I guess it should be
time
higher
shakes out that was
because
for position between
you
these
know
two
Oh
we
cars.
are
shit,
a
hang
long way
on.
away.
Car losing out
I'm
to the
not.
Kmart
I'm an
car,
idiot.
P11.
What's wrong?
I'm thinking that everyone's fucking blue. Like
Good little move.
I have to honour blue flags,
No,
but
no.
my timing's all fucked.
Yeah, you sorry, you're in 16th at the moment.
Junior team now also
You got
includes
Newman and Cunliffe behind you,
drivers.
but they're quite some way behind you, I think.
Alright, cool.
You got Hubbard
Team
and
car, I think
I don't know
a
what
little bit
the
of an offer to
other
see
name is, but
yellow
Hubbard in
come
front
up
of you
next to their name.
for
That's
position.
See
Alright,
another
I'll get a
fastest
few
lap
laps under my belt and then I'll start to look
O'Hara
at where
gap
I'm
now
actually
for
at on the
0.6
track.
seconds
Yeah,
of
no
victory
worries.
there now. And hustling that car along.
Yeah, so that's one of the downfalls of
Hoping that
Assetto Corsa is that
Headlight Erebus
when
car
we do driver
catches a
swaps,
bit
we
of
have to
traffic,
exit
but
the
that
server
8.5
and then the
seconds
next
behind
driver
Russell
jumps
gets you
in
back in the recovery
and it
group as
screws
well.
up all your relatives, so you don't
But
know where
they'll
you
be
are
hoping that
compared to
car
other
stays
cars
out
on track. So he's
and block
sitting there trying to honour
Headlight
blue
Erebus car from
flags
kicking
that
off.
weren't potentially blue flags, unfortunately. But yeah, oh well.
Blue flag, Hubbard Nichols, make sure you let him pass, please.
So, is the volume of the stream there alright? And I'll just
What's coming down the hill? Newman, Cunliffe.
And we've
that's
just
the
gone
link
past,
to the main
half
broadcast
race
if you do want to
distance.
go and give them a
And
like, and if you do
so far,
enjoy this presentation
also, it
here.
does look as though the O'Hara Lynn entry is.
Oh, and one other
box
thing,
C.
Bliv, I said I was going to
Although, as I say that, the red Cotter car just does a 107.
give you that's my Twitter, and then it should come up with my YouTube there. If you want to go and check out the race I did on Friday
so far.
against some of the
You still
professionals.
You want to change your predictions? Anything?
I was super excited about it, so I want to share that one. Let's check the quality here. Oh no, it's at 720, that'll do. That's fine. What I should do is
we have one prediction from Ruka. Lauder for the win. That is... It's game, I like it. Yeah. It's game, but I mean it's possible as well. Because Lauder has mostly stayed out of trouble. He hasn't really put into the fence or had a massive off-track excursion. And Munro is very comfortable in the car, so he could put his teammate in a position where he has got an easy run to the line, and he's up against maybe a driver who isn't as confident, such as Lynn. So that's possible.
Speaking of Lynn,
yeah, it was ridiculous. It was kind of a combined new Monza and old Monza, so it had the tight chicanes in still, but the old oval section as well. So it was really cool.
You can do it, mate. Just have faith. And,
but
yeah, sending a,
just going to put this
is always the answer
up here so you can see the support
bar
bar there.
In my chat saying race hasn't quite gone to plan, being in 18th at the moment. Mate, you still got over 40 laps left to run on a very tight little circuit. Anything can happen.
Just looking at where the Castrol car is compared to the Erebus car, there's about half a track between those guys. They've now both done driver changes, so
I literally just saw your message there too, Bliv. Thank you very much. Says you are doing great, Kiwi Racer. I don't know why that didn't come up in the chat. I'll have to check my settings. But I can see it on the mini feed there. So thanks again.
Everyone's all strung out. This has to be probably one of the hardest parts of this job. Trying to call the race when everyone is so strung out.
Pretty sure I gave you a follow the other day as well. Let me know if I haven't, because I'll go and do that now. But I'm pretty sure I did.
So much more going on strategically.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been doing this for I don't even know, maybe 3 weeks, could be at max a month. So
the Lutz
4 or 5 weeks, nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Lutz,
it'll come to us, mate. It'll come to us.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're looking the goods at the moment, but just back on.
So we're just watching the leader at the moment, and I'm not sure whether it's Lynn or O'Hara that's in the car, but like they're both really quick, but O'Hara is an alien. He's so fast. Every track. Yeah, do the bits work before you become affiliate?
You've got to just stick with it.
Because I'm kind of, there's a lot that I'll need to set up once I become affiliate, but maybe I can do that now, I don't know.
It brings out the best in teams and drivers, so when you do win these long races, for me it feels a lot more satisfying than just winning a 10 sprint race where, you know...
I'll have to see. I'll have a look into it though, but yeah, thanks Bliv.
I think sprint racing has a very different vibe to it, because you're definitely on edge a little bit more than what you'd be in endurance racing. I definitely have spatial awareness, whereas endurance racing,
It's Anton and the
definitely have to think more.
The Shell V-Power car there.
Laps and laps ahead. And also shout out to everyone mocking me in chat. That last username is actually Lucifer AKR. So yeah, not Lucifer Raka.
Got the Louder Monroe car in the pits and they're changing drivers, so what will the pace be? The second driver in the car. We're on lap 65.
Well, Monroe put it on pole position, and he was faster than O'Hara.
I think he started the car though, so what can Louder do? That is the question. I think so.
I'm surprised by Keys Keen in second. They must not have done a driver swap yet. Because I'd say Reed Cotter should be up there in second. Or at least third. So still a few driver swaps to go, I think.
I would say that Lord is in the car because he hasn't jumped into my chat and corrected me on anything, so he must be in the car right now.
Yeah, we've got the Taylor Green car also. They've just pitted, and they're also doing the driver change.
Got a little battle brewing for 12th between the McLaughlin Davies car and the Richard and Simmons.
That's the Erebus Junior car. They've got the race leader right there with them as well. Now the race leaders have pitted every 22 laps so far, 22 and 44. Will they come in on this lap? No, they're going again. So they're looking to go longer.
Some different strategies going on here. Anton and I usually try and just go as long as possible in our stints so that we can
Penrock car looking for a move.
basically
that's risky.
reduce the amount of driver swaps we
Especially when
need
you're
to
the
do,
back marker and you've got the leader
as well
ahead of
as
you
the
and
amount of time
think
we're
about a
spending in
dive.
pits. But some people seem to be doing a sort of a slightly different strategy, maybe
sit in the slipstream.
more stops, less tyre wear. I don't know.
See that?
I don't know what
Flashbacks
they're
of,
doing.
Jos Verstappen and Juan Montoya. That robbed Montoya of his first win in his second race.
I just get flashbacks to one league race I did at Laguna Seca in a Assetto Corsa Competizione. Going through the corkscrew, and I just see a lap car in the rear vision mirror go for a dive on me. That was not fun.
There it is, got the caution Delaney car. 107.8 personal best for that car in this one. They're starting to get a wriggle on. But,
and got confirmation that Lauder is in the Rabble car.
Alright. I should probably
he doesn't like to talk a big game
tell
louder.
them who's in our car.
I'm going to have to shut that trap a little bit and put his money where his mouth is. And put in a really good stint here. Also got the Super 2 entry of Munro and Ferguson. Car sales listed. They're running in third place once again, so they're keeping up the good job that they've done all throughout this race.
Always forget to do that.
Super 2 car.
Have to tell the commentators who's in the car.
Once again.
Because they can't actually tell on their screen, so.
Also got Ches in the, just seeing confirmation, Ches is in the DJR Team Penske car at the moment. And, well, look at
Somebody
that.
going for a ride.
Team 18 car in that last lap for 107.7. They're trailing the Corsum and Delaney listed. And they've not been quite near that time all weekend, so I guess a change of driver and then following one of the faster cars of the weekend.
So one of the things I've noticed as well about
finally a driver
after having a race
top,
with the pro drivers on Friday is that
first off, where will they end up?
This AK Racing group, even though we do have some crashes and bust ups and whatnot, they're still a lot cleaner than the pros were. There was a lot of carnage in those races.
He had a 49-second gap over Keys Keen car.
But the novelty of racing with those guys was
going again, but we do
huge.
It does take a lap or so for the live timing to shake out.
So Anton's back up into 12th. He's doing well.
Has got by.
We'll see if he can catch Richards and Simmons better than I could. Looks like he's only about a second off them at the moment, so
He's ahead of the Ferguson Munro car.
He's doing well.
And it also is ahead of the Reed Cotter car, but live timing in AC with these drive changes is a little bit funky, so we do have to wait a lap. But if it is in that position, oh, what a fantastic drive and strategy call to go every 20 or so laps, about 10, maybe not quite 10, but certainly a significant portion shorter than the rest of the field, and perhaps taking these shorter stops. Obviously, you've got better tyres the entire time, but also you have shorter pit stops by not putting in as much fuel as well.
There you go. Just got some information then. Driver change will always put you a lap down because you don't pass the start-finish line when you come in and stop.
I thought they had fixed that, to be honest.
So there you go.
I thought they had fixed where they put the start-finish line to stop that from happening. But
Team Haviland car into the pits. Now they were running in the top 10 earlier on in this race.
Unless it's just that it's the same for everyone, so it doesn't matter. But
and now that timing has sort of shook itself out a bit, and that Boost Mobile
Not too
car
sure.
is behind the Cortum and Delaney car, so they're a ways off. As you see now, the Team Car Sales car into the pit. So Reed and Cotter will be in the effective race lead once they get past the Car Sales car and once Team 18 pits once again. Also just going a little bit further back here. And Penrite Erebus Junior team, they've got the DJR Team Penske trailing them by less than a second at the moment.
So we've got
Just
about
battle on track.
37 laps to go.
Do have confirmation that Ches is in the DJR Team Penske car. Just running a little wide there, Danny Rowe. Looks like the Penske car behind him also ran wide, because he pulled out a little bit of a gap despite that mistake. So now with Lauda in the car, 109.4 on that last lap, but he's had a bit of traffic to deal with. It's actually going to end up being lapped in a moment, as you can see.
Yeah, Anton's catching the Richard Simmons car, so that's good.
Reed,
Let's hope he can make a move. Do
ZB
better than I
Commodore.
did. Get us back up into 11th.
And a Scott car around the exit of turn 1 there. After the pit stop, shaking out the car sales car. Down in 8th now. 8 seconds behind the Team Harvey Norman car, which has done a good recovery, but they're about 8 seconds away from the Kmart car that they were battling with earlier.
We've got a little battle brewing at 18th between the Castrol Commodore and the Bull Knight Commodore.
Almost a throwback battle, this one. The old Castrol car and the old HRT car here.
Yeah. I mentioned during the Alton Park stream, that was one of pretty well the first race I did for the AK Supercar series. Mentioned how good it is to see the old school liveries on the new cars, and they actually look pretty damn good.
Well, a lot of the liveries I found for that were run on the late 90s model Commodores do fit on the VF Commodore. The ZBs not so much, but certainly that 99 HRT livery is among my favourites, and it really does suit the VF Commodore shape.
Well, let's be fair, the ZB Commodore is not really a Commodore, it's an Opel.
It is.
It is.
ZB Opel.
It's front-wheel drive. God.
Hey, you can upgrade to four-wheel drive.
At least the engine's in the right place in the car.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes. A little bit disappointed with how I did today, to be honest, because I was going to have a stream with my mate Mog this afternoon, and that I decided to forego that to do some practice.
Well, it's a lot bounce back.
But that didn't turn out all that good, did it? Oh well. Possibly just this track.
We thought about it.
Not too good on for some reason.
Got a big slide from the Castrol Commodore. Here we go.
Send it. Little bit of contact forces the Castrol car wide.
Bit of a bump and run there.
I can't be too pleased that he's bumped off the road there. So there may be a penalty for that. But either way.
That's a tough
bit
one
of a bump and run.
That is a very hard part of the track to pass.
It is. It's a good car there going around.
Yeah.
It is a tough place to pass. And normally when cars do get side by side through there, the car on the outside normally ends up either all over the curb or off the road. Unfortunately, this occasion did push Castrol car.
I feel like he should have to redress for that one, but
No, I think we'll leave that
Tough
one
one.
for the stewards to decide as the... I'll just watch the Timken car having another off-track excursion at turn 1.
It is the Newman Cunliffe car. Bright orange Timken.
Looks like they've been in the battles once again. I think they were having a bit of a struggle at Ulton Park.
Anton's still about a second off of Richard, so he's struggling like I was to to get the move done.
Like my co-driver did at Ulton.
Yeah, well, give it time. Give it time.
But,
We'll probably
hopefully he
find
can
someone.
keep it smooth and
this track has
eventually get him.
those kind of track issues. Hopefully it doesn't, because yeah, it's not a way you want your race to get ruined.
So this is going to be the last endurance race that we'll be doing for the
entertainment and does create some memes so
for this round.
You
so
gotta appreciate that.
Next, in a fortnight's time, we'll be doing a sprint race at Newcastle. But I think it's dependent on whether the track mod is ready to go. But I'm hoping that it is, because I'm looking forward to trying that one out. Because it should be a good one. It's a street circuit, so lots of tight turns and walls either side.
Oh, he was on the rear brakes sideways.
So there's Anton there in front in the red V-Power car, chasing down Richards. They're going to have to let these cars through though,
lay out the red carpet for the race. Well,
so you might lose some time there.
I've seen the Team 18K in the pits and they're going around again. I'm trying to remember if they have changed drivers. I'm not 100% sure if they have or if they haven't.
Let's put Keys and Keen up to first. They must not have swapped drivers yet.
I'd assume they have,
because they were down in 6th before. It's good though, leading the race. It's
meanwhile we got
because they're a good 30 seconds ahead, so they can't have swapped drivers yet.
Simmons and Chaz Eaton, yeah. I think, what do you reckon? We should probably call the 114 car the KISS car. What do you reckon? Richard Simmons.
They should be the ZB with the KISS.
Richard Simmons. I mean, they should.
I know they're Super 2. I know they're Super 2, but that has to happen.
It has to happen.
It has to happen.
Yeah.
Or at least put the makeup face on the bonnet or something.
Yeah.
Someone in AK Racing, make it happen.
Or at least Photoshop it or a meme or something. But we've got Team 18 are in the pits and they're changing driver, so there we go. That's that question answered.
Yeah, they're swapping now.
We've got a Red Bull car out there with dick butt on it, so surely we can make this happen.
Yeah, I think it's got to happen. Perhaps the driver suit. It's gonna be like a KISS leotard.
Come on, Anton.
Brock in the
Let's get him.
Yep, done. Excellent.
Awesome. Now, they are Super 2 drivers, so they aren't broadcast. Super 2 is in broadcast, but if we could get them just as a guest driver for the final round at Newcastle in 2 weeks' time in that car with all that stuff done,
I think that would be pretty cool, eh?
That'd be sweet.
The Richard Simmons pairing having the KISS face on the bonnet.
So that battle has sort of broken up a little bit as Chaz has had to let.
I'm hoping you guys know who Richard Simmons is.
He's got 2 seconds back, but if he does sort of stick with the Rebel Cup car, he might be able to sneak back onto the back of Richard Simmons. The KISS car.
KISS car. Oh, Anton's doing well though. He's
now, what will be interesting,
keeping a pretty good pace.
Again in the Team 18 car, what kind of pace they have.
Just the lap traffic that's or
Behind
not
the louder
lap,
Monroe car.
the people that are lapping him that are causing him to drop a bit of time to the car in front. But hopefully he can make that back up and pass him.
About 20 or so seconds between those guys. I think even the live timing at the moment says 50. That does need an update. Yeah, 24 seconds. What are the co-drivers in these cars like?
Well, he almost ripped about 4/10 out of the Rabble car just in that first 3 corners. But
It's in Australia in
put him behind. So
at the same time, Lauda has been in traffic.
I've gone completely blank. I can't remember where it is, to be honest. Victoria, maybe? Sandown Raceway, it's called. But I can't remember exactly where it is. Maybe you could Google it for me.
Anywhere near the fastest lap of the race at the moment. The fastest lap that I've seen in the last couple of laps being in the 108s. In fact, the Hubbard and Nichols Haviland car was one of the few cars.
But yeah, it looks like Anton's starting to
lap, but unfortunately for them, they're
close the gap again.
So they've had some kind of issue that's dropped them well down the field that we didn't see.
He was up around 2.5 seconds before. He's dropped that back down to under 2 seconds.
Blue flag,
the Kmart car and the car sales car, which is currently.
And now car in front of him is getting the blue flag, so hopefully that'll allow him to catch right back up again.
So give us something just to go over and give us. It'll fill in a lot of blanks. That's for
there
sure.
He is.
So just let us know how your races are travelling and why you find yourself where you are on the racetrack. As you see, our race leaders now into the pit, so fairly short stint for those guys, but looks like they're trying to get their final stop.
Victoria. Yeah, is that what I said?
With 27 to go.
I was just thinking that before you wrote it, but maybe that's not what I said.
Out in the lead here. No, they're going to lose the lead. Castrol Kart will take the lead.
Or just.
Because it was up on the broadcast before, but I completely went mind blank. Couldn't remember.
I don't believe, at least in the races, the Enduros that I've seen, wasn't able to do Bathurst, unfortunately, due to just the nature of the track. It's so PC intensive. But,
so
I haven't seen
I made a
endurance races so far.
I made a goal for ourselves to get in the top 10 by the end of the race, but I kind of threw that away, I think. So unfortunately, but if we can get 11th, if Anton can, he's closed the gap right up to Richard. So if he can manage to get past them, 11th wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't be too bad at all.
We're going to get one now. I mean, you brought it up. So.
No, there's absolutely zero chance it's going to happen. None.
You really want it to happen, don't you?
Well, it would certainly mix up the racing, that's for sure.
Oh, that means someone has to have a really bad.
He'd be right in the toe now.
Not necessarily.
It's kind of a shame that we can't
just have a spin at one point of the
be in the server at the same time and
they
watch
can't touch each other, but
and just follow Anton's progress, but
that works out for everybody.
That's just the way the game works, unfortunately.
We just got a correction in chat. There was one at Bathurst, so there you go. So I guess we won't get one now here.
We're certainly not going to get a second. Certainly.
I'm just focusing on the Reed Cotter car, and he almost did a Dukes of Hazzard impression over the turn 3.
Anton is very close now. Just saw him in the background there. He looked like he was almost up alongside. So let's go, Anton.
Castrol car out in front does have one more stop to make, so it will drop down in the field.
Well, the Reed Cotter car is getting held up big time by the Norton Nissan, as he's just got around him now.
Yeah, just caught him in the wrong area there. And as we can see, he's just faster. A lot of the slower stuff carry speed and use the curves on this that curve quite nicely around here. Both the drivers, so it's set up quite nicely. 7.4 seconds away from the Castrol car. It's the Team 18 car just ahead of him. It's a little bit of luck up. This is the Apex. That car's just fallen away from the Rebel Club car since it's pitted. And now right in front of the leaders. It's a good one. But in the end, no harm done.
That Penrite car,
There he
that's
is.
twice he's gone over the turn 3 curb and just absolutely launched it.
Oh, he's pitting.
But maybe
That'll
NASA should be
release
hiring him to
Anton.
send their rockets into orbit.
Well, they probably need to acquire the funding to be able to do that.
Yeah.
They're going to be cheap hiring one of these two.
So he's in the pit, so that gives us a chance now
Two drivers in the pits. Got the,
to see if Anton can
the Kiss car in the pits
use
at the
the free space in front of him to make up some time. Hopefully we can jump him in the pit strategy there.
Just hit their personal best. Lap
I don't know how many laps Anton has to go before he pits, unfortunately.
9 to 10 seconds behind the Evelyn car. Just trying to look around for some battles at the moment, but there's not really too many out there. Do have Ronch and Dominiak about 3.5 seconds ahead of Phillips and Guttison for 9th and 10th. And the Red Bull car also about 5 seconds behind the car sales car. So Ronch and Dominiak done a good job recovering from last place after the first lap. But realistically only going to get one more spot.
So Anton's got about a 28-second gap between him and the car in front in 10th.
Geez, that was looking
So,
pretty awkward.
barring any big incidents, I think we're probably going to be 11th
car.
at best.
We got 3 wide. It's the Hobson Scott car in front of all that. That is chaos.
Yeah, that's the Phillips Guttison car that's trying to chase down Ronch and Dominiak in the Red Bull car. We do have our second place getters, the Team Castrol and Nissan, that have just pitted. But they've just managed to pit right in amongst that battle pack that's been forming.
Not ideal. It's probably the last thing you want to see if you're fighting for the lead of the race, and you come out in the middle of a absolute storm of cars, all battling for position and not really wanting to give each other much space.
Certainly don't. And out of all that, the Kiss car's actually overtaken the car in 10th, the Monster Energy car.
Blue flag.
Paint Crab car, Harvey Norman car, they've just entered the pits.
Car that you passed again after leading through is
so a flurry of activity in the pits as teams go through their final stops. 22 laps to go.
Somebody's typing.
And after the pit stop, actually, the Team Castrol Nissan 2 seconds ahead of the Boost Mobile car. So I'm trying to think if that's a change of position. But either way, that's one of the closer battles on circuit. And actually, the Kiss car only just behind the 2000 HRT car as well. That is for position as well. Half a second between those guys. And they've also got second and third. They're sandwiched between second and third as well. So a couple little battles within battles here.
It's about 20 laps left. Just over 20 laps to go. So I would imagine that Anton will be coming into the pits pretty shortly if he hasn't already.
HRT car, it's also forked the third place car there. Lid is having to go the long way around at the penultimate corner.
Oh, send him round.
Monster car and the Penrite car.
That's the car we're battling, so that helps us. Unfortunately for them, I mean that's not the way we wanted to do it, but that helps us.
Further ahead after being overtaken.
Richards just got spun, so.
Just pitting as well.
I was fighting with him for ages.
Yeah, well he pitted, and so I guess we're still in the battle with him, but he got spun, so he'll be a little bit behind now.
Through that traffic.
I've got a pit soon. I think I'm going to need more fuel than what it says.
Yeah.
Castrol Nissan approaching another battle pack.
Just checking extra, man. Like there's no real disadvantage, I don't think.
Well, not finishing would be a big disadvantage.
Yeah, that would be the main one, so just chuck more in, is what I mean.
Yeah.
So last thing we want to do.
Dying down, and we're getting into that stage.
Last thing we want to do is run out of fuel.
Where
after all this,
stayed out of trouble, stuck to your strategy, and it's been a good strategy. You're in the box seat to take home podium. So now that we're in that stage, who's still happy with their predictions?
Oh. Getting sore like an old man.
Clear.
Yeah, it's hard to go past them.
I put 80 litres in, that should be fucking heaps.
Yeah. That should get you to the end, mate.
This feels like I was burning so much for the amount of time I've been in the car. I've nearly gone through a whole tank.
Yeah, right.
You have to navigate a lot of lap traffic in front.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Well, that's it.
Navigates the first part of that.
Oh, itchy ear. Sorry about that.
Wide on there, but got Ches in the pits in 11th.
He's just coming out now.
He's going to exit just in front. Second place car.
He's just held on to 11th there. Nice. So Taylor behind you is for position.
Is he right behind me?
Yep.
Third and fourth.
Alright.
They're not going particularly quickly, but Louder even slower.
He's about a second behind you.
So
that's alright.
Just under.
He may have had a little bit of traffic, but it certainly doesn't look like it's all that much. It's just the HRT car there, all on night.
So Anton's doing a really stellar job at the moment. Oh, we got Runch. Dominic in the pits. I wonder.
That second last chicane there, just look out, one on the right hand side.
I wonder
McLaughlin,
if
Davies.
how far away that is, because if we could jump them.
Good to go, guys.
Not sure that we can, but who knows?
The main team, they're around. Also a corner. Stop them down a couple spots with the closest battle on track.
No, he's coming out now. Where's Anton? There's Anton there.
And the Hornets car.
You're in top 10 now.
About 3 seconds.
Really?
So it looks like he's just edging
Yep,
away
you're in
from
10th.
those guys at the moment.
Well, if I don't get overtaken, we should hold this because I'm done for pit stops.
Yes, nice. I don't know why Runch Dominic had to pit again, but they did, so. Good work, mate.
Oh, it's pressure now.
I'd just like to point out something I just noticed
Well,
on the 78
I wasn't expecting us to get back in the top 10,
It
to be
actually
honest,
got
but
yeet written on the
that is awesome.
guard.
And I mean, I kind of threw our race away,
notice
so
that
Anton has
car.
done an absolutely stellar job to get us back up into the top 10. Oh, getting buffering. Sorry, guys. Apologise.
Car, I think, in the field that has the
Hopefully that doesn't happen too often.
has yeah, some memes and stuff on the back and side.
Still makes me laugh looking at the rear wing and says, gives you darts.
Gives you darts. What?
Watch out, it's coming out of turn 4.
Red Bull gives you darts.
2011 Vodafone car.
Oi! Oh, you don't. Ugh.
around as well.
That was right in front of the O'Hara car
That's
too.
not a good way to
Oof.
turn your car around. Just jumping right into the racing line is, yeah, not ideal. Not ideal.
A little bit longer to get going again.
You're gonna do that, you gotta wait for a gap.
These big gaps between everybody. What would be good racing?
So yeah, Anton, let's go.
Safety car for an incident.
And he's pulled out 9 seconds on the guy behind him. That is amazing.
It certainly threw things up.
God.
So he's just got to keep it clean now. And we'll get our top 10.
Eating then, that's for sure.
There he is. So I think for the next season of the V8s, we're actually doing away with the Mustang until the mod is better. Because it's got broken mirrors, you can't see the mirrors.
Maybe something could happen then.
I think when they did have the mirrors on, it was reversed, so your left mirror was your right mirror and your right mirror was your left mirror.
Oh, yes, it's on my end.
So it was just hopeless. So I think next season we're going to do away with the Mustang and go back to the Falcon.
Just a second.
But I do believe they're working on getting the Mustang ready for the season after that. So fingers crossed. But yeah, Anton's back up into the top 10, and he's pulling out a good couple of seconds a lap on the guy behind. So
Hold your line there, Hobsons. That's the leader.
Just ignore what happened.
Certainly a long way to get to the guy in front of him now, though. So I think 10th is probably the best we can hope for.
And that car's now into the pits. That said, I think the KISS car might be slowly starting to gain. I think.
Oh, I do apologise for the buffering. I'm not sure why that's happening. It shouldn't be.
Or I hope.
Yep. Yeah, he's
picked. Yeah, so everyone sees something.
It shouldn't be. It's probably because I'm streaming as well. I wouldn't have thought I'm using that much bandwidth though.
Deary me.
What happened?
Oh no, just so slow through there. Cost me so much time.
You've got a lot of time to the car behind you, so don't panic too much.
Alright, cool.
You got about 14 seconds.
Fuck. Oh, that's alright then.
But you've got.
Oh, sorry.
You got about a minute to the car in front of you, so.
Yeah, that's alright. I don't think my PBs are gonna catch that guy.
Nah, so just keep it clean. Do apologise for the buffering. Of course, it's while you're streaming. That's when you have these issues, but because I haven't had issues with buffering at all for ever. Not on YouTube anyway, but when you're streaming, it's when these things come up, so do apologise. So this is the guy that's in front of us, and he's a good minute in front of us, so.
We'll have to keep an eye on where the Lynn O'Hara car, oh, they're already out of the pits, never mind.
Blue flag for McLaughlin and Davies, and then you got Hubbard and Nichols as well.
Yeah, let me see if I can fix this.
Have about, I'd say about 20 seconds takes out in a lap or two. Pumps of Luna car is actually a little bit faster than the boost car at the moment, although it has just pitted.
I wonder if I need to refresh the page.
That's another thing in particular with this mod as well. If you are running on the straight out,
shouldn't be doing that.
Warmers and low pressures, but low tire temps as well. Yeah, it's not a fun time, so you do struggle a little bit.
Why now? Of all times. Why now?
God, it takes forever to get.
Alright. I'm just going to. Just give me 1 second, guys. I do apologise. I'll just refresh this page here.
We don't talk about Porsche on Go Race Promotions. Ever. They got confused as to which end the engine has to go into.
Well, just
I do hope it behaves itself now.
About ACC, it seems okay, but in AC, GT3
I've
car.
had to turn the quality down a little bit, unfortunately.
Tires just overheat.
So I do apologise, guys.
If you can keep the car
Literally
pointing
watching
in a straight
YouTube all
line,
day
yeah,
with
yeah,
no
it's a death trap.
no
Otherwise,
buffering
yeah,
at
it's a
all.
death trap. I'd
As
honestly
soon
respect
as you try
anyone
and
who
stream.
can
Smashing out some
actually
PBs here.
do a full
Good stuff,
race
man.
without spinning in a Porsche. And
Andrew O'Hara drove that in the GT3 Championship and somehow managed to win races. So I
My
don't know how he did it. I tried it a
YouTube
couple
keeps
races, but
buffering,
it's
so.
one of the worst cars we've ever.
Is that the
he
Lewis
ran
stream?
about the north
Yeah.
side. I came
Yeah,
from about
I think it's
a minute
them.
55
Oh, really?
back and finished.
Oh, it's
Someone
not me.
correct me in chat.
It's not me,
I believe
guys.
he finished in the top 5 or something. That was last Sunday.
Were you having issues as well?
Same. Not bad, just like
Hold your line there, Pope Bully.
Yeah.
Red Bull versus Kiss here, and there is a bit of traffic in the way, but there's less than.
Yeah. It's got to be their end. So I'm down on 480p and it's still buffering, so.
It's not over. It's not over. It's not over.
Oh, we're getting a bit of.
It's not over.
It's not over,
It's not
guys.
over yet.
It's not over yet. What the hell?
They're still side by side going up to Dandenong Road. Someone's going to have to surrender. And it's the Simmons
that's
car.
deep.
He surrendered. He was in front.
Oh, but then mid-corner, the Red Bull car just backed out of it, didn't want to go over the curb. Oh, can he get back and set up a move?
It was very brave from the Runst Miniac car to go around the outside through Dandenong Road.
Thought he had it for a moment.
I thought he did too. I thought the Kiss car braked too early and got out of it. But he fought back in the mid-corner, something I thought I'd never see in my lifetime.
He went too wide, to be honest.
Close together at the moment, so
Had to get out of it.
Watch out, turn 2.
stick with it.
It's not over until, well, someone's either spun out or... Well, let's hope not. Someone doesn't spin out.
Well, if they do, they cause a safety car and we have a sprint finish.
Yeah, but I mean, someone has to spin out, and you know, I don't like wishing that on drivers. That's
Well,
not fun.
Perhaps an anomaly, like maybe like ducks are in this start walking across the track and have to call a safety car. I don't know.
I don't think anyone's released a mod for that.
Yeah, a mod for ducks going across the track.
Last corner, watch out, guys.
As the Newman Cunliffe car just loops it again in front of that battle wheel watching. Now those guys are having a bit of a struggle at the moment, but I mean, to be fair.
Oh my god. This is painful.
To be fair, they're driving a V8. Gave up.
Well, they're still out there. They've had a couple spins.
It's painful.
But so far, no DNF so far, which for a race this long is a testament to all the guys for sticking with it. And we haven't seen any major.
Well, I mean, if anyone, if you're still watching and you want to go and check out the main broadcast yourself to see if you get better
Still driving hard out there, even though they're 21 seconds in the lead.
better quality than me, go and check out that
Well, it's a smart thing to do.
there.
Like, a lot of people might sit back and think,
Maybe
oh,
let me know
you
if
should
you're getting
really
a better
back off.
stream
No,
than
the best
I
thing
am.
is to keep on that rhythm. You distract yourself, then that's when you start making massive mistakes.
Yeah, it can be difficult once you do.
That's a cool
start
view.
slowing
I like
down.
that.
So if you have to pick up the pace again, it can be difficult to try and find that speed again where you were early in the race. And Formula 1 fans, I think, if you're a Giancarlo Fisichella fan like a friend of mine was, he found out the hard way in Suzuka 2005. Busy taking it easy, and once Kimi Räikkönen got up to the back of him, he couldn't speed up again because his mind just wasn't in it. And well, the rest is history. So it's smart to push the whole way, but at the same time, you don't want to take too many risks when you're leading on such a margin with such little time remaining. So it is a bit of a balancing act.
Well, I'll tell you what, that gap is actually coming down between Cortum and Reed. It was
So
21 seconds. Now it's
Anton's managed to
20.2, so
push out an extra
he's still in it if there's a
8
mistake.
seconds to the car behind.
Let's just put it that way.
He's still doing PBs, I think.
Spin, and who knows what might happen if a Formula 1 car in the pits as well.
He's
So perhaps pick up a bit of
got the
damage or,
well, it's just gone up over a minute
license
again, but he had the gap to the car
decided, yeah,
under a minute,
just,
so
get her home,
it's pretty good.
fix her up, maybe run some fast laps as well, just for the fun of it.
Well, there's always a little bit of pride saying that you got the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, so maybe they've whacked on a set of super softs and gonna try and set some flies out there.
Actually, I'll tell you something we should be keeping an eye on. The gap between third and fourth, that's down to 13 seconds. And Lauder is still lapping faster than Lynn.
Yeah, down to 13 and a half. When we did check in last about 10 laps or so ago, was it about 17, 18 seconds? So yeah, it has come down about 5 seconds. Do have Lynn starting to catch up to a little bit of traffic ahead, so that might still change a little bit as well. Sideways as well on the exit of Dandenong Road. So we'll just wait and see what Lynn's lap time is as he crosses the line. Very wide.
It was close. Just about hit the wall there.
So the gap front was down to 20 seconds.
Pushing hard, I guess.
Actually jumped back up to 22, so perhaps a lap traffic or a mistake. Seeing that jump back out. 109.0 on that lap for Lynn, because he's wide again on the exit of turn 1. What can Lauder manage?
So, barring a big mistake, we should hold on to 10th here. About 5 laps to go.
So well, the battle for 11th is still going on as well. These two are still within a second of each other. So
Red Bull giving up.
no, that's what we like to see as well. Like, drivers just not giving up just because they got passed. Because now we're
still got 5 laps to go. And when you're racing for this long, sometimes you just need that carrot in front of you to keep going and pushing. It's right there in front of them after losing position.
well, we're out of the endurance phase, and now we're into the sprint phase. So expect to see maybe a bit of a scrap if the Red Bull car can get back onto the Erebus car ahead.
Very wide there, the Kiss car on the exit of turn 4. Work though.
So I guess I use this this time to say that I'll be doing another stream on Tuesday night, New Zealand time. There should be a countdown
Runs it a bit
below
deeper
my
into Dandenong.
stream.
That might give a little bit of time back to the
It will count down
Red
to
Bull
the time
car.
it starts, so no matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to take a look at that. But it'll be 7:30 PM New Zealand time.
Approach these guys as well. So
Um,
another thing to look out for.
And I think I'll probably jump into iRacing again.
Catch the
Been
back
having a
of the Red Bull car.
good time in iRacing.
Of the next lap, perhaps.
Does get a bit of stick, but I am thoroughly enjoying it, so
Race leader about to start lap
I'll possibly
104.
jump in to do some more iRacing, and we'll be aiming to
Their normal
get
pace.
my C license.
Seen too much of them in the second half of the race.
Aiming
but
to
they're
get to
driven
C
fantastic
license,
throughout.
which I think I should be able to do within the next stream. Although I'm not 100% sure what the number you need to get to get your C license, but oops, sorry. But yeah, that'll be the goal anyway.
Cut to them. all out of shape through turn 2 and 3 and out of turn 4 is the Hubbard and Nichols Hammerley
And then
car.
I'll
We're running the top
possibly
10
think
early
about
on,
doing
but they've just
another
fallen by the
Assetto Corsa
wayside as the race went on
Competizione
and found themselves down in 15th
stream
and 16th.
on the
Large part of the second
Thursday.
half of this race, so they could certainly take out. But they've
I
had
was going to
quite
do one
good pace.
this
They
last
qualified
Thursday,
top
but
2, I
with
believe.
the event on Friday night, I
just
kind of
haven't been able to make the
decided
strategy
to
work, or there
practice
was
for
something
that
that we
instead.
missed that dropped them down the field.
But yeah, I think I'll probably
So
do
they'll be thinking
an ACC stream on Thursday. Maybe just jump into
they've
some
been running in
public
the top
lobbies.
10, 'cause, yeah, that
See
was
how we
the
go.
Kmart car that currently runs in P6. And another one.
Watch out, coming out of turn 4.
What
is Anton.
There's Eaton car and the Red Bull car. The Red Bull car was turned around early on in the race. It's been a little bit up and down. If they had to put it all together, they'd probably find themselves in the top 10. And the Phillips Guttison car could also have been a little bit higher in this one as well. They were running, I think, 4th place early on. But by about lap 7 or 8, they did start to slowly drift backwards down the field, and they've sort of not quite had the
I like
pace
the livery of that Monster
that,
Energy
showed in the
Mustang.
qualifying race.
It's quite cool. And the Penrite liveries
let's hope
too.
all these drivers have
on the real cars,
got enough
they
fuel to get home.
look
'cause
amazing.
Now that fuel, pit window, well, pits are closed. Would be heartbreaking to run out of fuel on the last lap.
Yeah, please, let's not run out of fuel. Oh, come on. We have a lap to go. No more buffering.
Only experience of that.
Whether it be on the last lap of the race or as they were entering the
I think it's the last lap, man.
I've certainly done
Yep.
that a couple of times.
Bring it home.
Ooh, as you see the Red Bull car.
Blue flag for Baldwin Knight. Please let Hum Sequina through there, guys.
Dandy Road, our race leader still drifting around out there, right behind the junior car. About to start the final lap
Oh, Jesus.
of the race.
That's all
Do
right.
apologise.
For the final lap. It's going to be a fairly comfortable victory.
I suppose these things happen though. Technology doesn't always work as you want it to.
Up a little bit of a lead. We're challenged a little bit by the pace of O'Hara, but strategy and pace from both.
So these guys,
How did you get disqualified?
Reed and Cotter, are a force to be reckoned with in these races, in these endurance races. They've done very well.
No worries, dude.
O'Hara car
Yeah,
as well.
bad luck, Monty Spinos. No idea why they did that.
Muntality. I hope I've got that one right. It's very the overlay for Streamlabs is very small, but you and I have been compared to Scafey and Crompo. But thank you very much.
Come on.
Yeah, cool. I'll discuss that with them afterwards.
Oh, it's right out sideways out the exit of the final corner.
Oh, that's so bad.
Turn 4, look out. Keys and Keen around.
These operators, they've died for Red Bull. I can just praise them even more.
Well, I think that's
Reed and Cotter take
that's
the win
it.
and continue their duel with Team Castrol plus Fitness, but they take the chocolates tonight. 19.9 seconds clear, and what a drive.
I'm just waiting for Anton to give us the...
Can't say a bad word against Reed or Cotter. They were just unstoppable this entire race. Lennon O'Hara come home.
I'm
a
guessing
lap
you've crossed the
down
finish
in
line,
third
Reed and
position,
Cotter.
And Gordon Delaney.
Boy, this is good.
Driving from every single one of these drivers to actually make it home.
What a lovely stint, dude.
And
That was
that's
fucking
another
awesome. I'm so
endurance
happy with
race
that.
we have done.
Yeah, man, you did awesome,
I
dude.
put the hammer down and barely put a foot wrong. I'm really happy
Yeah.
with that.
Nice one, man. Nice. Yeah, no, you brought it back for us, man. Into the top 10. I threw our race away a little bit, but you've brought it back.
I wouldn't go that far, mate. It's fucking always tough, man. Like these long races, you put one little eyeball in the wrong spot at the wrong time.
And that is it,
you know,
gentlemen.
30 seconds
Congratulations,
gone.
Mr. Reed and Mr. Cotter.
Yeah,
Well
that was
done.
good.
Phillips, and
Yeah.
Juddison.
I think
Hey,
I was unlapping myself too at the end there.
Oh, nice.
I don't even know who the hell that was. And I was they looked like they were at the same speed as me.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have thought they were
You there, Monty or
optically back
Spinos?
markers.
In the end, in this one, in sideways.
But yeah, no, it was a
Yeah,
good
I
race.
believe
Really
one of the
enjoyed
guys
that.
said that the pits
Got
was closed.
Too many
when you
voices going
entered
on
it.
now. Hey, let me just
Obviously,
finish
there's
off
a
my
pit
stream and I'll
opening
come and have
and
a
pit
chat.
closing
Yeah, sweet,
window,
bro.
and with the lap to go,
Alright.
it must close. And so you've gone in and it's gone, hey, you can't
I
do
am
that.
just going
Get
to
out.
mute, deafen myself. Right. Well, P10 in the end. I'm pretty damn happy with that. Must say it. After my stint, I thought I'd sort of thrown the top 10 away. But Anton's done an absolutely massive, stellar job. It was his night tonight. And brought us back into the top 10. So yeah, well done, Anton. Right, well, thanks to everyone who came in and watched along the way. Much appreciated. And like I said, I'll be doing another stream on Tuesday night, New Zealand time, probably around about 7:30 p.m. So if you want to catch that, I'll probably be doing some iRacing. That may be updated. We'll see how we go. But at this stage, it'll be iRacing. Trying to get my C license. And on Thursday, I'll probably be doing some ACC. So about the same time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.